Live presentation of CBC Sports.
Going into the final draw of the Scott Tournament of Hearts, some teams no longer control their own fate. They have completed round-robin play and now can only watch as other teams can affect their playoff future. Jennifer Jones of Manitoba can clinch first place tonight with a win, while Jen Hanna of Ontario and Colleen Jones and Team Canada can still control their destiny. Whether a team moves on or will just watch from the stands will come to pass tonight. From St. John's Harbor, we move just a short distance away to Mile One Stadium and the final round-robin draw in the 2005 Scott Tournament of Hearts. Two teams that have a lot to gain tonight. Colleen Jones and Team Canada, and Jen Hanna and Ontario. A win, and they can move into a tie for third place in the standings with Stephanie Lawton of Saskatchewan. A loss by both of them, and Kathy King of Alberta and Sandy Comeau of New Brunswick could become involved in a tie-breaking situation with Ontario and Team Canada. Manitoba has an opportunity to clinch first place tonight with a victory over the Territories. A loss would drop Manitoba back into a tie with Kelly Scott of British Columbia, and because she defeated Manitoba in round-robin play, Scott would finish in first place. The team that finishes first gets both hammer and the choice of stones in the playoff encounter.
It's starting to come back to me. Who was that against?
But with the most to lose tonight is Colleen Jones and Team Canada. 4 consecutive championships. A loss, and they could be out of the competition if Jen Hanna of Ontario wins.
Good sweep. Good, Nance.
And conversely, if Canada wins and Ontario loses, Jen Hanna is out of the competition.
That's correct. If one of the two wins and there are no tiebreakers, and the winning team will play Saskatchewan in the 3-4 page game.
Colleen Jones had an opportunity this afternoon to avoid such a situation when she missed with her final stone of the 10th end against Brenda Nichols of Quebec and wound up losing the game. That dropped her back to 4 losses.
And in that game, Colleen herself struggled with draw weight, was consistently heavy throughout that game, that gave up the steals that afforded Quebec that win.
Good shot. Good man. Nice one. Good shot, Seth. Well, I guess you're throwing it this time anyway.
She started with a loss to Ontario and Jen Hanna, and subsequent losses to Newfoundland, Labrador, Alberta, to Manitoba, and her third loss.
Stay close, girls.
Have to go to the notes here and check that again. New Brunswick, 8-7, and then a loss by a score this afternoon of 9-7.
Back, girls. Oh, sorry. Okay, Steph. Sorry, girls.
And we talked about this earlier today too. The fact that Prince Edward Island has the hammer in the first end may prove pivotal, and Colleen Jones's team over their history getting down have had difficulty generating offense. So we'll see if PI can take advantage of the fact they have the hammer here in the first and score more than one.
And you know the entire field is watching this game, and for a number of reasons. Obviously it affects whether there are tiebreakers or not, but I think most players feel that the longer that Team Canada plays in this competition, the better they get. The scarier they are, the harder it is to beat them. So you know, if you let them into the playoffs, it's a hard thing to beat Team Canada when they're under the gun, because they've come up with the wins over and over again.
Close. Clean it. Whoa, just clean. Nice shot, Robin. Good shot, Robin. Good. That a girl.
Robin MacPhee's shooter will hang on the edge of the 12-foot.
I would. Yeah. It won't hurt at all.
After getting off to a 0-2 start, Colleen Jones said, I'm just trying to get off life support and move in with the living. And just try to survive the round robin and get to the playoffs, and then it's a whole new ballgame.
Well, she's in the playoffs now. She has to win the rest of her games. There's no looking back. She does not want to take a chance on Ontario losing this game. So playoff start tonight for Colleen Jones.
And if there is a three-way tie among Ontario, Team Canada, and Saskatchewan, Ontario gets the bye. Team Canada and Saskatchewan would play. Ontario with a victory over both. Team Canada 7-4, 7-6 over Saskatchewan.
No, I have a hit. Regular. Okay, I'll keep my weight up too.
Colleen also said, I hope experience is worth something. And to directly quote her, because old age ain't.
What a great sense of humor.
Throw. Girl, Kim.
That all four members of this Team Canada have. And they're always having fun. Even though there is a tremendous amount of attention on their game tonight and pressure, you'll see them joking around and staying very loose in this game.
Rebecca Jean MacPhee, who throws third stones for Prince Edward Island, calls the game, has played Team Canada in the Scott on 3 occasions. She beat Sandra Schmerler in 1995, Marilyn Bodo in 1997, and Kathy King in 1999.
Just clean.
It's true. Don't think I've ever beat Rebecca Jean MacPhee.
Just clean. It's okay. I got it. Okay, Rebecca.
Roll out there will afford Team Canada an opportunity to use this tight center guard.
A really tough start for Prince Edward Island. They lost their first 4 games and then won 3 of their last 6.
Got lots of room, girls. It's a little shot. Got room.
So really, PI has nothing to lose in this game. They're trying to save face. This is their last chance to make good at this year's tournament. They will not be advancing.
Hurry, girls! Hurry, 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 hurry! Oh, I'm late. Okay.
Unable to drag Tim Kelly's draw attempt behind cover into the rings.
Neither one of them are on. You want to come around? It looked like they were even.
Yeah, it was just too light.
My nose in it, or? Well, you can hit half a rock. What'd you say? She said half a rock. Okay, a little less ice though, I think. Yep.
And again, as we pointed out the other day, when Prince Edward Island was playing Team Manitoba, Rebecca Jean MacPhee, even though she calls the game, doesn't go down the ice when she's in the hack, when she is throwing,
That's fine.
which some might find a little different, a little unusual.
And conversely, Shelley Bradley, when she's throwing the last stone, often stays down at the throwing end as well. It's a very unusual system between skip and third.
That's fine. No, so that's fine.
The last time Rebecca Jean MacPhee played Colleen Jones was in 2003 at the Scott. She hasn't played her since, and some might find that a little unusual in that there is an Atlantic tour, but Colleen does not play in it. Rebecca Jean MacPhee had the best record in the Atlantic tour.
What are we throwing for draw?
Yeah, Colleen's team are great practicers. They throw a lot of rocks as a team, and the bonspils they do play in quite often, it's against men's teams in men's events. Trying to toughen up, get that constant search for improvement.
Post for line.
Lots of line.
Line's fine.
Lots of line.
Line is fine.
Way out.
Way out is right.
Where are you?
We
Take
got
it deep.
lots. We're back.
Well, let's come back then.
We're back, I think.
Okay. That's
Easy.
good, Kim. That's fine.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. What am I supposed to
Key comparison
70.
tonight
Yeah, what does that mean?
at Skip Stones.
4.
And many people would be surprised to see that Shelley Bradley at +2, meaning that she's out-curled her opponent that many times, and yet their record is only 3 wins. And what
No, it doesn't
that
surprise me that it would be
tells
that
us is that she
great.
played
I
pretty
mean,
well
I'd be giving
throughout
you
the
to
week,
get to the
but
button
missed
and
her
then
last
the
stones for
And
the
the hits
losses
there.
in the 10th end. So this is a very capable PEI team.
Clean. Whoa, just clean. Whoa. Whoa, then. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Close.
Waiting for it to curl.
Whoa, go, Stephanie. Nice shot, Sal. Good.
Hoping for just a little more of an inside roll.
Down to this end.
It's a pretty good shot. I don't think the
I think I
inside
get to
roll is
nose.
available to
Pardon me?
Colleen Jones
Nose?
now. So Shelley Bradley will have a fairly open shot
Man,
to
that
attempt to
looked like
blank
it was
this
a long
end.
way out for a while, didn't it?
Late finish, I guess.
The two outside sheets here, sheet A and sheet D, seem to have the most movement of any of the sheets we've seen, and we'll watch for that tonight.
Nice throw. Up regular.
Whoa!
Might just.
Right off!
No, I guess not.
Waiting for some late movement on this stone.
Good.
Good shot.
She gets it. The shooter also
Can I
rolls
get long
out.
on that?
Yeah, 9-6.
9-6?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a good win. Just that side I remember from Saskatchewan.
Straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
remember it too, but
Split here
I don't know
possibly,
how hers,
but I think
Yeah,
throw the blank.
maybe it just
Let's check in on Nova Scotia, Ontario.
Ontario lying 2 here. And Kay Zink with a nice hit and roll. Scorer 1.
Just enough to cut out the Ontario stone.
blank.
Nova Scotia with the hammer picking up a point on the first end for a 1-0 advantage. And Rebecca Jean MacPhee fires it through to blank end number 1.
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Scott Paper Limited and its family of quality paper products.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch?
Thinking soup.
Or sandwich?
Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch. Okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
Curling. With every game played, your contact to the world expands. With over 1 million participants utilizing 1,100 clubs across the country, curling is an entertaining, social way to stay active. Play for fun, play to win, or just come out and enjoy the membership benefits. Clubs can be assisted by the Canadian Curling Association's Development Fund, which serves to promote, renovate, and offer advice on operations. Get involved. Join a club near you today. It has lifetime value.
For centuries, the Strauss family harvested herbs throughout Europe. Practicing herbalists, they've been handing their recipes and processes down through the generations. 7th generation herbalist Jim Strauss learned the craft at his grandmother's side, gathering and tasting herbs from the time he could walk. Strauss Herb Company, celebrating their 25th anniversary with 25% off 50 and 100 milliliter bottles of the original Strauss Heart Drops. On sale now at participating health food retailers.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by the original Strauss Heart Drops. Trust the tradition. By Ford, built for life in Canada. And by Karcher. You'll look for things to clean.
Welcome back to Mile One Stadium. Opening end blanked.
He's not that fast.
Go 4.
I think we're short.
Or 12. Or tight.
A number of options.
Not very fast at all.
And we might be able to hear a little bit of the frost on the brushes tonight, as it's been snowing a little bit today outside.
All yours.
Whoa, let it work.
All yours. Line's close.
Line's good, girl.
Gotta go for line.
Go hard.
Quick.
Hard. Yep. Yep.
Top
Just
4,
sneak it
guys.
by.
Hard.
Yep.
Quick. Go.
Quick.
Little further.
Quick, 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 quick.
Great sweeping, girls.
In 2001 with Suzanne Goody, Stephanie Richard was a Canadian and world junior champion.
Nice throw, man. Right there.
Clean only. No, not me. Clean.
Clean?
Good. Clean.
Atta girl. Nice
Yeah,
throw.
way over. You can roll it.
Good shot, Nance.
Good, Nance. Nice weight.
Just board weight? Yeah. Just board, Robin.
Rollout, again giving the opportunity to Team Canada to come around that center guard.
Sorry.
Stephanie Richard having a very tough week. Cumulatively over the week, she is ranked dead last amongst the leads with an average of 77%.
Weights there. Weights there. Line only.
Lot of room.
Oh, let it work.
Okay, it's all right. Just trying to find that old
That's
draw
too deep.
somewhere in between. It does there, but not here. Yes, I'm thinking we got a fast side and a slow side.
And then there you have it, heard from Kim Kelly talking about them trying to figure out draw weight, feeling that perhaps there was a side-to-side issue, one side being a little bit keener than the other.
73. Wait. 63. Room.
I think we gotta go.
Room and lots of it. Where? T-line.
T.
Freeze it. No, I don't think so. Yep. Yep.
Robin MacPhee, a student at the University of Prince Edward Island, was also a world junior champion in 2001, in addition to twice winning the Canadian Junior Championship with Suzanne Goody. Suzanne Goody.
You know what?
In
I think it
Kitchener.
might march in with back line, though.
In 2003, led the round robin standings with a 10-1 record,
Back line.
and then lost 2 games to Colleen Jones. 6-3 and 8-7. 6-3 in the playoff game, 8-7 in the first draw round robin competition.
Hit it high side. It's not even close yet, though. Okay.
This needs to curl for a piece.
Great weight. Get her back there. Wow. Nice throw, Marianne. Good weight. Yeah, it's
Now,
like that out
PEI
turn.
does have the hammer. There is a guard. There's other opposition rocks in play. I don't like this hit. I like the draw coming in.
Any double off of this?
To this area, set up your deuce. Leave that wide open hit at the back of the house. It'll still be there later on if you want to hit it for multiple points.
Whoa! No, clean only. Yes! Yes! No roll. Good shot, Robin.
The nose hit to lie 2.
Chance for a hit and roll here, or if it's hit a little too thinly, possible double. For Kim Kelly.
Yep.
And the opposite is true
Hard
in
dice.
this situation, strategy-wise
Hard,
for
hard.
Team Canada. With 2 PEI rocks in the house,
Hard,
they're
hard,
forced
hard. Really
to play this
curling.
hit.
Hurry!
The option is on what PEI will do with this stone.
Contact made on the wrong side. It rolls for second shot.
And now it's an even better opportunity to go around this card.
Go around. Shouldn't bother chasing us, right? Right. Want to come around yourself? You come around the other way. Nelson? Okay.
And again, very
weight?
conservative call playing the hit out here. This is the best spot for this stone is top 8 foot around that guard.
They even considered playing the freeze, which I don't mind either.
Second best option for sure, yes.
They are? We are. Oh, we are. But I think if we make a freeze perfect, she's going around. Or if we set up the double with a hit and roll under.
I like this. We nose in.
Doesn't seem to be varying very good.
No, it doesn't. Not that way.
You know, it's funny when you listen to Rebecca Jean talk and you listen to Jennifer Jones or Jen Hanna speak about if we miss we're going to leave this for the opposition. There was none of that from either one of those skips. It was always, let's just get it in there and force the issue. And that's the difference between on a good streak and on a bad streak. And it's not that the talent isn't there. They've had things go so badly for them. It's almost they're afraid to miss now.
No roll.
No roll. Right there. Careful.
Got such a positive attitude with Jennifer Jones.
And that just comes from success. They just keep making shot after shot after shot. And when you've been struggling, it's really hard to take a chance.
And as we heard this afternoon, they were discussing a shot. And Kathy Overton Clapton said, but if they make the double, she's, well, I'll just make a double.
Yes. Confidence in your own ability.
Hard. Hurry. Never leave it. Hard. Whoa. Over there. Hard. Shoot.
Bit of a roll to the center line.
And now you force the draw. They almost made that too good. You make that roll, and you're forcing the more aggressive call by PEI. So now they're going to come down into this area, freeze down to there. They could come top 4 here as well. It'd be a good shot.
Wait only.
What'd you get?
64.
Wait only. On that, guys.
Mine's good.
Mine's real good.
I gotta go.
Okay, go then if you have to. It's got a curl though. Gotta
Really
bend.
You gotta go.
It's got a curl. Gotta be there.
Go then. Copy.
Okay. Bring it.
Whoa, higher is
Bring
better.
it.
There's no line on it.
A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more.
Hey, Rebecca.
Good.
The weight was not that bad on that rock. It was the line that it didn't curl enough.
Well, I don't see the point then, you know, because I know regular ice is right there. It makes it so much simpler.
Will work too.
Again, for those who may not be familiar, each team is allowed practice time in the sheet of ice they are playing on, so they get to know all the little nuances of the sheet, the runs and that sort of thing.
That's right, and in an 11-game round robin, which is what each team plays, there's only 4 sheets of ice. They're going to play on each sheet of ice at least twice, and a couple of the sheets they play on 3 times. So they have a good idea about how stones are going to react out here.
Control. Okay.
If Colleen Jones is able to cross the face of this top stone and roll underneath that center guard, they have a great chance to steal here.
How much?
No.
Whoa. How much?
Long way to go.
Nice
way to
regular.
curl.
Nice regular.
You gotta clip that one.
Yep. Straight pick out hard.
Yeah, go hard.
Hurry.
Change their mind.
Watch for the jam.
Hurry.
Well, that's a break for Prince Edward Island as Jones jams her stone.
The side is.
They started to sweep it thinking that they might actually be able to hold it straight and drive that red stone over the top of the yellow, but it was a straight jam. Advantage back to PEI.
And in previous games, the in-turn side was a little bit straighter as we're looking at than the out-turn side. The out-turn side did finish hard.
Why not?
But again, it's early in the game. It's hard to tell exactly what's going to happen
Well,
now.
if we do it this way and we're short, then we're covering the pin so she can't freeze right on us.
Stephanie Richard wants
Robin,
to
do you
take
like
the
this
other
way?
turn.
They kind of like that way better.
And
It sets up a double.
Do you like
you
the
don't
out?
make it, she's coming there. Yeah, like we want to come right to the face of it, eh?
If we come to the face of this, though, doesn't she have...
I like Stephanie Richard's point, though. The in-turn side is where Colleen can get to the pin. But again, just listen to the talk. I mean, what if we miss? What if we miss?
I'm
What if
okay
we
with
miss?
either way.
Just make it.
25?
Get it in there to the top 4 foot. Put some pressure on
It
them.
nice to be right on the face of it, huh?
Well, yeah.
If not, full 8 for second.
That's right.
And so far, we haven't seen a lot of curl with this turn coming into the 4-foot area.
70 for weight. Mine's good. It's got a curl a lot, guys.
Room!
It's got a curl.
Lots of it!
Move. Way out there.
Weight's
Gotta
up.
move, guys. Can you
Back
go back?
8.
Back 8 only.
take it back.
Back 8 only. Just back 8. Not too far.
Go around.
Too deep.
It's good. Nice shot.
Let's check in with Nova Scotia, Ontario on sheet B.
Ontario facing 3. And Jen Hanna playing an out-turn draw with backing.
She's got her draw way down pat. Nova Scotia, Ontario, all even at 1.
Yeah, the long times are a bit funny. I would say a 13.5 feels more like a 4. So I'd say you're safe with a 4-4 to the tee here.
Looking for an in-turn freeze.
4-4.
Nice weight.
Line's great.
Because this turn doesn't curl very much, it'll slide an awful long way.
Little deep.
How deep? Coming down.
No.
No.
Not deep at all.
In front of it.
Hurry!
Sweepers got caught there. Did they get it there?
Sorry.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Really Out-turn draw for 3.
This is huge.
It really did stop dead.
Manitoba and the Territories.
Territories had 2 on the first end. This is a chance for Manitoba to get that 2 back. And this is a good draw to the forefoot for 2 points.
Chance to finish in first place for Jennifer Jones with a win, tied with Carrie Cooey of the Territories at 2 through 2.
Big mistake there from Team Canada.
Big sweeping error, and I think shocked them more than anything. They thought this rock was at the back of the tee line, and all of a sudden it started to slow down, and they weren't able to carry it at all. I actually wonder whether that rock picked. They thought this other side, Team Canada, thought this side was heavier than the other side.
Can they get it there for 3? Yes, they do.
Good brushing.
So by blanking and 1, Prince Edward Island takes advantage on the second and puts Colleen Jones in an early hole.
What?
Try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun!
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get up, get light, and go curling!
With Jack Frost still nipping at your, well, you get the picture. The time is right for an early spring sojourn to the West Coast's most hospitable destination. Balmy. See something you like? And just for you folks who tend to get homesick, we've made special arrangements to add a little ice. Now that's got to feel a lot like home. Call now for package details. Victoria, British Columbia. Is there somewhere else?
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
The engineers at Ford didn't just make a new spark plug. They made a new 5.4-liter, 300-horsepower Triton engine, delivering 80% of its torque at 1,000 RPM to go with that new spark plug. We keep thinking about tough because we want you to drive a Ford.
Well, Colleen Jones thought she was only giving up 2. She didn't realize that the final stone by Shelley Bradley was going to be for a 3rd point. She thought she had second shot.
I think that draw shocked all 4 members of Team Canada. They were backing off of the stone as it was coming into the far hog line, thinking that this has lots, it's coming to the tee line for sure. It just stopped sliding and they didn't get on it fast enough. Colleen didn't go and look to see if it had out-counted the one in the back.
It almost just makes you think it may have picked something up because, you know, experienced sweepers like Kim Kelly and Marion Arsenault don't often make that grave of an error. They thought that was 8 to 10 feet heavier than it actually ended up being at the far hog line. So I'm thinking that rock may have picked something up.
They didn't mention anything during the commercial break, but I thought so too, Mike. Just because that just doesn't happen.
Nice one. Good man. Oh, mine was way wrong.
But as usual, Team Canada is so composed and collected. They joked about getting the, if you're going to give up 3, doing it in the second end is the time to do it. And they're very relaxed, and you have to admire that attitude.
Away. Yep. Whoa. Where?
Well, for Team Prince Edward Island coming into the final draw out of the playoff picture, but at least they know they can play a role in determining what might take place in the playoffs.
And certainly pride is a factor, and they're not going to just roll over here for Team Canada. They're again, it's the target on the back theory, right? I mean, they're going to take away from this event that they beat the defending champions. They beat the first place team. You know, they had a couple of bad breaks, and they could have been in the playoffs very easily. They had 3 losses of their first 4 that were just heartbreaking.
I'm going to draw your attention to the delivery of Nancy Delahunt and also to Colleen Jones. Some of our viewers have called suggesting that the 2 of them are committing burned rock infractions on virtually every rock they deliver. They feel, and this is those who have been contacting us, that if you're delivering a rock and it happens to touch the head of your own broom during the delivery, it's a burned rock.
It is not a burned rock unless the broom touches the rock after release. Do you notice this little crutch that is used is held out to the side, but even if it touched the rock while Nancy was holding on to it and delivering it, it is not a burnt rock until the release, and then if anything touches it, including the broom head, it would have to be removed. It may be a visual thing, Don, because that little crutch slides in behind the rock. It appears that it may come in contact with the back of the rock, and it certainly is nowhere close.
So we hope that satisfies those who think it is an infraction. 2001, 2004, when Colleen and her teammates won the World Championship.
Let it curl for a bit, and then at the end.
Yeah, we can.
We didn't trust it too well. Okay, good. Good.
It's a good shot when you're down 3. That stone is buried, and PI will not be able to make a play on it. With a takeout, they will try to come down and freeze.
It's a great shot, Marianne Arsenault. And you can see with the broom head being held out to the side by Robin MacPhee, that's the way most curlers traditionally would hold their broom, and therefore there was never any issue. So it certainly is a different look these days to have that short little crutch close to the broom.
Isn't Jeff Stoughton of Manitoba another who slides with his broom very close to the stone?
And his third, Jonathan Mead, very close. And like I said, he could bump into that rock while he was delivering it, but as soon as he releases it, there shall be no contact. Otherwise, it would be a burnt stone.
How's that for a great freeze from Robin MacPhee?
Over there.
Perfect angle, and gonna have a hard time making that Yellowstone count.
Through the first 2 ends, she's at 100%.
Robin MacPhee was the All-Star second in 2003 at the Scott Tournament of Hearts when she played with Suzanne Goody. Very good player.
She ranks 5th among seconds here. Don Askins of Ontario is the top second.
Wow, is that over curling? I think it must have picked 2 because the weight was there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And once again, we're seeing some debris on the ice. Team Canada thinks that rock of Marianne's picked as well.
Don't put top of the guard.
Like the guard? Yeah. Tight though. What?
Well, in the game between Prince Edward Island and Manitoba, Manitoba had problems with stones picking.
We do have some hair brooms on the ice. You know, you hate to point that fact out because I know as a brusher it bothers you when you have a hair broom and people think that there is debris falling off of it. But there is a little bit of consistency there, that there could be little hairs falling off of one of the heads of the broom causing some debris. How do you fight that? You keep rocks clean as a brusher. Always have a broom down, doing a light clean.
Okay, Rebecca, that's good. Shot. Nice shot. Must have been a little tight. Good weight. Yep. That's good. Deeper.
Guard over curled ever so slightly. That red stone at the top of the forefoot, you can see about an inch or two of it, that stone. Tough shot here for Kim Kelly.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard, girls, hard. Hurry! Hurry!
We're clicking. Whoa. See
Okay. Rubbing the Prince Edward Island stone just off the center line, just delivered by Rebecca Jean MacPhee. Team Canada in some trouble on this third end, trailing by 3.
They're in a lot of trouble. There's no access to the forefoot for with a draw right now. So if Prince Edward Island can even just make a half decent guard on this top one, Colleen Jones is going to have to find a way to maybe run something back or try a double peel.
Where? Halfway. Okay, it's got to do a lot of moving. Okay, a lot of moving. Should come. It's coming nice.
At the end if you can.
Whoa.
Gotta go a bit.
Whoa.
It's a good looking shot.
Providing cover for the shot stone at the top of the 4.
Big trouble here for Team Canada.
They'll need to
Kim.
throw a double peel or a run back, and even if you miss the run back and leave your shooter somewhere that can be raised, it wouldn't be such a bad shot.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. It's gonna go nose.
Yes, it is going to go nose. Nova Scotia and Ontario. Third end.
Hit against 2 here for K-Zink. She makes it.
Just hangs on the edge of the 8-foot for a 2-1 advantage over Jen Hanna of Ontario.
Yeah, I think we need to be just on the touch.
Ontario has won 4 in a row to get themselves in position where a win tonight would put them into.
Then we don't leave her that corner on. Yeah, just
playoff position.
Okay, just long.
We don't need to blow this, do we?
Well, I was looking at that because if she plays the run back, she's not going to be number 1, right? And she has the in off.
She knows that she's not shot.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
If you get this here,
yeah,
we have nothing.
Yeah.
Looking at a long guard or a guard there.
Oh, I don't.
One of the two. They're a little bit worried of leaving this run back for Team Canada.
Shall it be 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the guard.
Guard in what, though?
This hole.
She can come off that, to the 4-foot.
Can you get to the inside of it?
Yeah.
I think you got to plug the hole.
Okay. I like the guard.
Yeah.
Do you like the guard here?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's just for 1, but if we block it, then she's got a really hard shot, right?
They like this shot because that raise on the center line will not leave Team Canada's shot. The only way for Team Canada to get shot is to come in off that red stone at the side of the 8-foot.
Let's go, Shelly. Give it to us.
Stephanie Richard saying to Shelley Bradley, give it to us. We'll take care of it with our brushing.
Whoa.
Line's
Let it
getting
work,
better.
'cause it can
Line's
be long.
getting better. Yeah, you got to go then. Whoa, you're still on the yellow. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Hard. Top of the net. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
It's a nice shot.
Great shot, Shelly.
girl. I like that call. It's good.
Sandy Comeau of New Brunswick still has a faint hope at getting into a tiebreaker. She has 5 losses. She must win tonight. She gets a rather fortunate rub.
Wow.
Final stone of end number 3 to take a 2-1 lead.
They have been the surprise all week, that New Brunswick team. Very fortunate. Must be living right, because they've had some amazing finishes to their games.
Yep.
Well, and they're looking over at Nova Scotia winning and PEI winning, and if things continue, they have a chance.
For 5 losses to get into a tiebreaker, it would require both Jones and Hannah to lose tonight.
3 line, hurry!
Colleen playing the draw through the port.
Try to roll it off, Kim.
Roll it
Now
off?
on the
roll
guard.
it off, roll it off.
Way over.
Okay.
There is
That weight of
not
Indeed,
a
that
lot
weight
of
of is good.
access
Yep.
into the forefoot right now.
Let's go, Shelley.
If they can throw a guard.
I was just going to say there'll be even less probably after this stone by Shelley Bradley.
Same way? All right, yeah, that's
I don't even know if there's a raise available to Colleen Jones.
No, I don't think so either. Double
Way
raise
outside
down the
one.
middle.
It's less ice than we just had.
Boy, oh boy.
That might, on an angle, not much. Just need to guard the port that was opened up with Colleen's draw attempt.
For weight. Halfway to tight. On its own. Mine's pretty good.
Notice they got to keep the brushes down with rocks picking.
Yep.
If anything is halfway close to making the shot, they need to keep it clean.
Rob. Whoa. Okay, that's fine.
That's a good shot, Shelley.
That does the trick.
A little rub off the second yellow was enough.
There may be room on the wide out turn to get to the full 8-foot, but boy, that ever tough shot.
That's good shot. Thanks.
God, Nancy, I don't think I can get there. That first draw mine didn't curl a bit. I mean, if I just...
Try to drive it back to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might be able to bump it by it and into the forefoot.
So we have to cross it, right?
Just trying to overcurl that.
Overcurl it, yeah.
Overcurl that front one a little bit.
Get to this side of this yellow and drive this one over there to get their 1 stone. The only other shot that I see, as you said, Mike, coming very close to try to get into T-line area.
We're trying to
and get your
overcurl that
point.
front one a little bit.
That may or may not even curl enough to get shot rock.
I guess the tolerance
Anybody
here is
see anything else?
if you
I don't
bump
think this out-turn draw over here is going to curl to get enough of the
straight
8-foot
back
that
on
I need.
this one.
I like this shot.
You'll get rid of 1
I do.
of
You gonna
PI
throw
and
half?
only give up a steal of 1.
Thereabouts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Less than half. Somewhere in
Pretty sticky.
between her, between back line and...
Yeah, sounds good.
Tough position for Colleen Jones with her final stone.
Whoa!
Looking at 2 Prince Edward Island rocks.
Whoa!
A lot of weight.
Get ready,
Contact with the top stone onto the second, and it's going to be a steal of 2.
That was a good try.
So Colleen Jones and her Team Canada teammates in a big hole early, trailing 5-0 to Prince Edward Island.
Did you let the dog out this morning?
Scott Towels, getting you out of big messes.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
Bill's family opened the store in '36. Now we're carrying on. Our customers feel free to ask questions. We've earned their trust. We're always on the go. We like it that way.
True value. Help is just around the corner.
Hurry! 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 Come on, hurry hard! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry!
The Strauss Canada Cup of Curling in Kamloops is all about one thing: gold. Teams who have not yet qualified for the Canadian Curling Trials this December in Halifax will be going hard for one of the few remaining spots. Those teams which already own one of those coveted berths will want to have a say in who does or doesn't get one. Could be one of the most interesting events of the year. Got your tickets yet?
5-0, Prince Edward Island leads Team Canada. Manitoba with an opportunity to finish first with a win, tying the game at 2 with a deuce on the second, and then with a shot stone buried in the 4-foot, Monique Gagne from the Territories is just a little heavy with her draw attempt, and Manitoba steals one to lead 3-2.
Where is it, girls? Yep. Mine's real good. Just top 8. Where? Just top 8. Just top 8.
Nova Scotia
Top 8,
leading
girls. It's all
Ontario
yours.
by a
Ollie.
score of 2-1.
Yep.
A first and blank
Great sweeping, girls.
by Prince Edward Island with the hammer, retaining last rock into the second and taking full advantage, cracking a big 3 and then a steal of 2 in the third end, and that's why it's a 5-0 game favoring Prince Edward Island. A great shot in the third end by Robin MacPhee with a freeze to set up the end.
Certainly, Colleen Jones really didn't have any high percentage shots on her last 2. When Robin made that shot and then a number of misses by the rest of Kim Kelly's shots, and PEI put that end away.
No, I just don't believe I'm going to have a shot. You will. I promise you. I promise. Hang tough. I think scoring 1 is huge here. I think we can get a rock out front and get around.
You know, the other thing is they're never going to go out front.
Interesting conversation, Kim Kelly and Colleen Jones.
Girls. Keep it clean. Whoa.
Kim Kelly, I love her. You know, it's got to be tough.
Yep.
Standing out there with a digging yourself into a big hole. 5 points in a must-win situation with all eyes on you. And she knows she needs to go down and talk to her skipper.
Yep. Come on, Nance, let's go. Back line. It's coming. Yep. No! Back line.
This is a good call.
Nice one, Nance.
Wanting to bump
Nice
back
shot.
these red stones, keep them in play at the back of the house. And I know that this is not a very comfortable spot for Team Canada in terms of strategy. They like things to be very simple. And when you're playing these bump backs and you're late in the game, it's not a very comfortable situation.
Normal. Whoa. Nice shot, Robin.
Colleen Jones desperately trying to get more than one with last rock on this fourth end.
And they've got the corner guard. Things are opening up for them. This is a great call. Get in behind their own guard. Keep it in front of the tee line. Get it buried.
Yep. Yep. Reline. Hard line.
You can anticipate if they do get this rock buried that
don't you rub.
PEI
Nice
will go
shot.
up and peel
Great
the
shot,
corner
Marianne.
guard.
Rock.
Marianne Arsenault was able to just sneak past the corner guard.
Yep.
Okay, it's not. No,
But
I was looking at it.
this call is dictated by the score. With a 5-point lead, you need to get rid of anything that the other team can hide behind. Bring the play into the house.
Peel.
Robin MacPhee attempting to peel the corner guard. She does her job.
Nice shot, Robin.
Should we maybe bet?
Team Canada looking for a freeze here. Marianne Arsenault's second shot. Freeze to the shot zone at the top of the forefoot.
Lot of room. Lot of room. Where? Yeah, go around.
It's there. It's T plus.
Go around. Go around. Yep.
Plan B is to try and get around the stone.
Got it, Nance.
That's a good heads-up call.
Got it, girl.
Normal? We might be
The
able to
double
bounce off
attempt
the top,
would
though.
jam over
Oh, just
onto
throw
that
board.
side, that back
Okay.
redstone.
They might.
So
The other team.
Rebecca Jean, I think, is just playing a hit and roll. But if she does that, she'll be behind the tee line.
Play the double, it's jamming. Yeah.
You have to watch out
You just board and roll inside of it.
that if you tried the double. Oh, there we go. I got my backwards arrows. If you tried the double, that it might jam on the back redstone. So she's just going to play the hit and roll. But as I said, she will be behind the tee line. Team Canada will use that.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Two different one-way streets there for Joan.
Once a day, something's got to happen.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Roll, Robin.
He rolls over to the other yellow and nudges it back to lie 2. Let's check in again with Nova Scotia, Ontario.
And just to quote Mike Harris, Nova Scotia has Ontario in a world of hurt here. They had a great end going, and Jen Hanna is forced to play this triple. She gets 2 and only gives up a steal of 1. It was actually a pretty good shot just to give up the 1
All the
point.
way, all the way, all the way. Line's straight.
It's now 3-1. Kay Zink of Nova Scotia leading Jen Hanna of Ontario.
Only for
So
weight.
I'm wondering if Alberta is watching.
And cheering every miss by Ontario and Team Canada. They need both to lose to get into a tie-breaking situation with 5 losses. Kathy King,
The other turn, though.
a 6-5 final record. Sandy Comeau
Except she flops under, right?
still has a hope. She's at 5-5.
Is that normal or
Playing
board?
Newfoundland, leading 2-1.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! 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 Right off. Right off. Get ready, Robin. Get ready. Curl. Go. That's good. That's good.
It's a great shot.
Those back are frozen. That's good, Rebecca.
Same way.
Yeah,
Back
same way.
8.
That's good. Just trying. Yeah.
Back line. Okay. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
You can clean. Firm back line.
Like to keep the stone at the back of the forefoot, but this
Okay.
is a little heavy.
She pushes the stone through cleanly.
Wow.
Brunswick, Newfoundland now. Let's check in there.
New Brunswick is looking at, Newfoundland looking at 2 New Brunswick stones. Wide open hit for the point. Makes no mistake. It's tied 2-2 after 4.
Heather Strong and her Newfoundland Labrador teammates looking for only their second win of the competition.
Now the stone's at the top of the forefoot, it's going to provide a little more trouble for Team Canada if Shelley Bradley's able to hit and roll a little bit underneath her stone at the top of the forefoot.
Yep, tight. Close. Yep, close.
Colleen's going to have some difficulty.
Close though. No, never. Whoa. Never. Whoa, stay with it. Curl. It's a great shot, Shelley.
She pushes it cleanly through, and again, Prince Edward Island lies 3.
A little bit. That looks good. I want to hit this one further.
So no trouble for PEI. That's a great shot.
Turn.
Okay. Interesting way to come.
Narrow up for me, Nance.
No, hitting this one first, I take it.
Trying to hit these 2 in the pocket and have the shooter maybe squeeze through towards those stones at the back of the forefoot. So if Colleen's able to come in here with some weight, she may have the shooter just kind of slide its way back towards this stone at the back of the forefoot.
I think it's just going to ride that whole. I think he's going to move from there.
Yeah, looks good.
More than likely, that stone will stay right at the top of the forefoot.
I'm not.
You need to be a little bit lucky.
I'm not seeing the wiggle. That there's not enough room there in between those 2 stones to really get that kind of action. I think it's just going to stick right there.
Well, let's watch and see what does happen.
Hurry!
She has to get rid of those 2 reds first of all. And it stays right there at the top of the 4. Is it shot? It's very close.
No, that's a good shot.
Well,
Guess we could have left
it is a good shot.
Nice throw.
The fact that, watch this red stone at the back of the forefoot, the fact that red stone at the back of the forefoot is frozen. If PI would just simply peel this stone out, there'd be no opportunity to score 2 here.
Can she get 2 out of it?
Like peeling it. The guard.
You want to guard it?
Yeah, just on this side.
What can we risk by putting a guard up?
She just got to touch it though to get 2. Pardon? That way, if she, that's right. I like the guard. Why don't you go down and converse?
Now this is a call of a team that has nothing to lose. You know, this is let's try to really force the issue and try to steal one. PEI, you get the feeling that if they were in contention here and have a 5-point lead, they wouldn't risk giving up 2 points. Why would you?
Like all she needs to do is skin it.
Well, I don't like that, though. Which way did you want to hit it?
Well, I was thinking peeling it out that way.
Oh, okay.
But the only thing is then there's this little quiet tap right for a deuce.
You can't hit it that way because it comes off.
If you make the guard, she has to draw for 1. Unless you try and catch it like 3/4 here. No, I don't like that.
It's not bad either. It gives her the draw.
What?
Gives her the draw, but that's not bad either.
Oh, draw for 1. Well, it is. Saving your shooter. No. Do you like this?
What?
Well, all
It's
she's
like
got
she
to
said all
do
she
is
has to do is
touch
just
this,
touch it,
and
and
she's
she
got a
gets 2.
deuce, right?
Which way, though?
If
Through
you
the
peel
hole?
it out, this is a tougher shot for 2. What? You got to peel it that way.
Okay.
I think you just throw the same shot.
Yeah?
I think you could
Goes
peel it
back
out
to our
either way,
loft,
Joan. I
eh?
think that there's no worry about jamming on that back stone. There's no way the stone can come into play. Colleen wouldn't be able to throw enough weight at that stone on the back
Yeah,
of
I
the
never
forefoot
thought
to
of
give
that
up more
split
than
that
2.
she has.
So, but just got to figure out the turn you like here.
It was a well thought out discussion. They finally got to that making Team Canada
go,
throw
Shelley.
the draw for 2 at the back of the house was a more difficult shot. So therefore, it's just a matter of picking the turn for this peel.
Let's go.
Shelley Bradley has 3 times skipped a team at the Scott, twice involved in tiebreakers. 2001 and 1994, both times with a 7-4 record, trying to chip out this Team Canada Rock at the top of the 4, and she'll do it.
Well thrown.
It's a tough deuce back there. Colleen's not even going to try.
It's a great throw.
Thanks. It's peeled away.
No, it's just normal.
That bump that.
Well, she initially said she wasn't going to try.
Just to screw us up, you know? You
Down
could
5,
just hit
I
it
think
on
I'd
the
make a
nose,
pass
like
at it, I think.
No, that's overlap, isn't it?
No. The only way to possibly score 2 would be to come in on the outturn side and have the shooter just curl in enough to nudge this stone back, but you're also going to move your own as well. There's some arrows for you. You're also going to move your own stone at the back of the 8-foot. So Colleen's taking that shot out of play by throwing the in-turn.
What? I do. It's middle of the... I'll hit, Nance. Middle of the rock. No, middle.
May actually even be able to
Middle
blank
of the rock. Little last.
with this with the
That's
hit.
true.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa. You know what? I'll go back.
Unless it's jam possibility red onto red.
If she catches the red stone where she has the brush positioned, all 3 should go out of play, shouldn't they?
That's what Mike suggested. But I think she's going for the nose hit to take her 1 point.
Hard.
Get rid of that hammer.
Whoa.
Try to create a steal.
You know, we could have tried to blank that, I guess. Nice shot. 1 yellow, yep.
Nice to get a point.
Yeah.
I don't really want
Finally,
that
Team Canada is on the board in the 4th, trailing by 4 points.
Not a girl. Hey, so shot.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts is coming to London's John Labatt Centre next February, and full event passes are on sale now. For the best seats in the house, you can call toll-free or order online. Come join us in the Forest City.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun and our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
Curling. With every game played, your contact to the world expands. With over 1 million participants utilizing 1,100 clubs across the country, curling is an entertaining, social way to stay active. Play for fun, play to win, or just come out and enjoy the membership benefits. Clubs can be assisted by the Canadian Curling Association's Development Fund, which serves to promote, renovate, and offer advice on operations. Get involved. Join a club near you today. It has lifetime value.
2 keys.
Hey, thanks. Cheers.
Give him to me! Give him to me! Oh, I think you've sprained his neck! Alexander Keith labored on this beer since 1820, and you plonk it on the head like it's a piñata! It's the pride of Nova Scotia. Give it the respect it deserves. Now, grab that there napkin, make a wee
Listen,
neck
Mrs.
brace.
Sonic.
No, Nancy, you've done enough for one night. Wrap it around. Not a hat! A neck brace, Jimmy! Is this so difficult? It's not a fashion show, it's an emergency!
Mine's great.
The roar you hear is 20 of Canada's top women's and men's teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy in 2006. And no city in Canada roars more than Halifax.
Welcome back to St. John's and the final round robin draw in the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Good, Nance.
Will this
Lovely.
be the end of the run for Colleen Jones and Team Canada? 4 consecutive championships, down by 4, playing the 5th end.
Well, there's one thing I know for sure. They're not going to give up. They're a tough team. They've got so much going for them in terms of attitude.
Whoa, way up there. Stay close,
And you know
Carla.
they're going to give it all that they have. They may lose this game, but it won't be from a lack of trying.
Yep.
At the end of the day, they just need to make some more shots. PEI is beating them at every position right now, and that's the story of the game right now.
Colleen herself is only curling 38% through 4
Like a
ends.
second guard, I think.
Ooh, no, I don't like it because
Nice and tight.
that guy's too,
Okay.
okay. All right then.
Okay, try to bring it beyond the other one.
Sorry, Nance. Sorry.
Okay.
Adjusting the brush position for this draw by Nancy Delahunt.
Post for line.
Line's tight. Oh, that's crap. 2.
Whoa, we're on the front.
Whoa, that's okay. Bump it. Yep.
It picked.
Did it pick?
Yeah. It's not very friendly, really.
Well, they're going to have to be much more alert in watching the sliding path of every stone to make sure there are no hairs.
Like that never had a chance. Well, I know it picked, but it's like it picked.
Picked, I don't know what it, someone kicked it.
Line's a little tight, girls. Line's close. Yep. Gotta go for line. Yep.
Does Stephanie Richard pass those 2 yellows? No, she gets a rub.
Right in hard.
But the momentum will carry through to the edge of the 12 to lie 2. Well, during the break between the 4th and the 5th ends, team psychologist Ken Bagnall came down and spoke with the 4 women.
Yeah. But we won't go anywhere if we aren't totally optimistic that it's going to happen.
Trust
and
the
when
4
that opportunity comes, we're going to put it through that court that's wide, or we're going to make that hit and roll. It is
Well, that
happen.
wide's impossible.
I know.
Yeah, give us a full rocket lead. Over.
And that's just a small bit of the pep talk that Ken Bagnall gave his team.
Right up.
He is truly one of the reasons why this team has repeated as Canadian champions over and over again. It's just a lesson, I think, for every good sports team out there to work with a sports psychologist. I can't even imagine how much he's done for these women in making them unbeatable for so long.
Well, as you said earlier, he's one of the reasons why they are what they are. 4 consecutive Canadian championships.
Better? What about just a... Yeah.
But now they have to start making
Just a little
shots.
bump.
Oh, absolutely.
That would leave them second.
But the bottom line is, though, Dawn, you can't make shots if you're upset and completely negative. And so what Ken does is get them in the frame of mind so that they are able to make some shots.
Because
what I don't like about the intern around the whole thing is that I think she'll peel the guard. I think if you go bump.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you go bump, have them just play into this little pile. We've got, even if we're lucky enough that she only gets 1 there, we've got a lot of clutter there, as opposed to coming in now and guard.
Because that guard will stay there as well. We'll have that for mine
I think
too,
if we
right?
just be patient just for a little bit, just go bump. We'll try to get it to back 4. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Draw.
Just put it in there somewhere.
I think the key, as Colleen said, is be patient.
It's hard to be patient when you're down 4 without last rock, and but Colleen is probably the best at being patient of anyone we've ever seen. We just seems to wait for an opportunity and quite often takes advantage.
But I really don't think that there's any decisions to be made. If you're down 4, you've got to take these kind of chances and put the rocks in play. For, I think, the majority of teams, this doesn't take any time to make this decision on playing a bump back.
Just Toppy. Okay. 3. Just to freeze. Can you whoa a bit? Whoa.
Yeah, we can whoa a bit.
We're on the nose. That's
Whoa.
good. I know. I want to keep it on this side there.
That's a good shot.
Great shot, Marianne.
Yeah.
Excellent shot. Just what was called.
Doubles there, right?
Yep.
So now PEI needs to be careful when they try this double that they don't jam onto their own.
They hit that stone on the just on the right side. It will get pulled into that red stone quite hard and may even spring buried behind that center guard. Robin MacPhee is able to throw fairly heavy weight though.
Okay, that's good. Hey,
Now Team Canada has a rock behind cover. Let's check in with the territories in Manitoba. Final stone for Monique Gagne.
Shot for 2.
And the Territories moves in front of Manitoba by a score of 4-3. Nova Scotia, Ontario.
A missed guard by Nova Scotia on her first shot let Jen Hanner get rid of one Nova Scotia counter, but now she's drawing in there to make sure of her 1 point. Take a look on the right-hand side.
She had to be full 4 foot, and she is.
And they go for the measure, but it's Nova Scotia. And Ontario only gets 1. It is 3-2 Nova Scotia after 5 ends.
Let's go, Rebecca.
While we were away, there was a missed shot there by Team Canada. They had an opportunity to try to get around this center guard, that yellow stone up at the front. And this will allow PI now to play a raise. After the jam, after the little miss there from Robin MacPhee. Mistake from Kim Kelly.
Prince Edward Island as a team out-curling Team Canada 86% to 66%. An attempted run back by Rebecca Jean MacPhee. Her own onto the yellow rock, and she removes it to lie 3.
And now there's no choice but to go in for Team Canada, Colleen Jones. They are looking at 3 Prince Edward Island stones. And it's so late in the end, you can't be trying to run around making doubles now. You have to use those center guards, try to create a steal opportunity. Very dangerous position now for Team Canada.
Especially with PEI having a rock in the top 12. That'll be a short run back if this draw is made.
Way back. Way back. Yeah, way
They
back.
need to bury this stone.
Keep it going.
Way
Keep
back.
it going.
Way back. Ooh. Boy, that must have come down a lot, eh?
To the back of the 4 to lie shot.
What was it, Nance? I had a split that would have been
New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Draw against 1 here for Sandy Comeau. And it will not come enough. Newfoundland will steal 1.
Oh, right off, nothing. No.
Newfoundland, Labrador leading by a score of 3-2.
This is a long way out.
Team Canada trying to steal.
They're
in a position to do that.
Well, there may be the break that Team Canada's been waiting for the first 5 ends.
How is it my gripper's gone again? You see it anywhere?
Nancy got a really scary split on Kim's. Well, what am I
I'm just
gonna
going to borrow this
throw?
gripper, guys, because I can't find mine. You guys don't happen to have it, do you? Okay, just a
Do you
sec,
think
Colleen.
that's what I keep losing my gripper. That's the story.
Kim Kelly
I think I'm going crazy.
All right, well, let's Christmas tree this in
had
top
to
four.
switch with
All right, Skipper, let's go.
Robin MacPhee. MacPhee inadvertently
4-2
had
you
taken
want me to
Kim
throw.
Kelly's
Yep.
gripper.
I can't
Just
believe
trust
it.
it.
I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, I know.
Which way?
Less.
It doesn't want to do a lot of curling.
Where would be the ideal position for this stone?
Top 4 buried.
Where? Lot of line.
Lot of line.
Where?
Tons of line.
Just leave it.
Let it pick.
Just leave it, Kim.
This is just
Right
sailing
on it,
along
eh?
as well.
Well,
Yeah, come on back then.
well, I think we're too late for that,
What to
Nance.
do
We
with
could
this?
freeze it.
How's that?
That's not so good.
Quacking.
What did I throw?
About at 4, 3, 8. 59 split, so
Huge difference at skip stones.
It's a terrible looking spot.
that?
That's a terrible spot.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
And the hard part is if this double is made and the shooter rolls away, it's really hard to get around that center guard for Team Canada, and they're going to have to make a hit and roll, which is much more difficult than a straight come around.
Nobody's come near the guard, Mike. I
No.
think they'd be playing a guard or playing the
They have to
draw
try to
game.
get it around, that's for
you
sure.
betcha.
And hoping for a miss here, Team Canada's. This needs to curl. Little break here, perhaps.
Will it bend enough to make contact? It will remove one.
That's 2 breaks for Colleen in this end in a row.
what's that?
And as Joan
It's
pointed out, I
three.
don't
What
think
is
you can
it?
afford to throw a guard here. You're going
Even
to
her draw stays straight like
give her an angle race for 3.
Yeah, I probably could have taken less ice and held it. Well, no, that's tight.
Need to get this stone
should we be just
into
guarding here?
Yes, I think so.
top 4. The guard's scary.
I know.
Leaves that raise.
Yeah, over there, either way.
Plus you're down 4. I think you
She's
take
going
the
to do that.
chances.
Yeah, I think we guard and try to steal the 1.
No, because if I can get this in here, Christmas tree, it makes it a little tougher.
I like the call.
I do too.
She wants to go in, and I think the time is now.
Well, you hate to force your opponents into playing a shot for 3. You know, if you get it around the guard, the most you're going to give up is 1.
Short's okay. Short's okay.
No line.
Yeah, we are.
No line.
We got no
Do you
line
want
here.
a second shot?
Doesn't
No
matter.
line.
Full 12 then.
It's
Whoa.
there all by itself.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sit, 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 sit.
There will
Okay.
be a double here for 4.
Could wait.
I just don't
Skipper, it'll-
ever remember this sheet being so deadly straight.
I know. My come around wouldn't bend one bit. Neither would yours.
Well, this could almost be sayonara for Team Canada if this double is made by Shelley Bradley.
Well, certainly for this game anyway, they're going to then have to start cheering hard for their Mayflower teammates. This needs to curl.
We don't have it.
I think it's a bullet dodged here for Team Canada.
Absolutely. The possibility of 4 for Prince Edward Island. Instead, it's a huge turnaround, a steal of 1 for Colleen Jones and Team Canada. The deficit is now 3, but still an uphill struggle for the defending champ.
The Strauss Herb Company manufactures a full line of herbal dietary supplements based on traditional European recipes. Our biggest Strauss Heart Drop sale of the year is on now at a health food store near you.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone. On On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun!
Meet between the sheets. Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get off your butt and go curling!
So, Randy, what do you think of my curling game?
Well, Jim, it looks to me like your game needs a little bit of help. But your family of Strauss products are right on the button, like Strauss Heart Drops, available at a health product retailer near you.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
The head-to-head battle in the final of the Ford Hot Shots competition featured two skips, Jen Hanna of Ontario and Kay Zink of Nova Scotia. These are the 6 skill testing shots the two will attempt to execute. When Kay Zink failed to pick up the maximum 5 points with a double takeout attempt, Jen Hanna was able to capitalize. Hanna demonstrated her curling skills by drawing the port to catch a piece of the forefoot. And the rookie skip from Ontario wound up the victor. 18 points for Hanna, 15 for Kay Zink. Hanna receives a 2-year lease on the 2005 Ford Freestyle SEL presented by Ford of Canada. Zink won $3,000, Allison Farrell $1,500. And it's interesting, the finalists in the Hot Shot are playing each other tonight with a playoff spot on the line for Hanna. In the game between Manitoba and the Territories, it's the Territories stealing one to take a 5-3 lead. Manitoba needs a win to claim first place. Team Canada trailing 5-2 after 5. It's Nova Scotia leading Ontario 3-2. And Newfoundland Labrador is ahead of New Brunswick in the 6th by a score of 3-2. A big hole for Colleen Jones and Team Canada, down 5-0 on the second end. 3 points for Prince Edward Island, and it almost appeared as though this was a sweeping error on the part of Team Canada.
Well, the sweepers were just cleaning kind of nonchalantly coming along, saying they thought it was deep to the tee line. If you watch this rock, all of a sudden coming up to the hog line, they decide, hey, this isn't sliding very good anymore. It does look like that rock might have picked up a piece of debris, and it didn't get far enough to outcount the one at the back, and it was a take of 3 from PEI. And you know, this Team Canada team is so defensive. It's hard for them to come back from a 3-point lead at any point, at any game, and now being down 3 points, it's going to be a hard road back.
Well, Colleen Jones was really surprised when they told her that Prince Edward Island had picked up 3. She thought she had drawn for second shot.
Right, and it's, you know, the whole game's been a story of PI out-curling Team Canada in every position, and that may have been just an uncharacteristic sweeping mistake, but even in subsequent ends, we never had an opportunity, Team Canada never had an opportunity to really put the game to PI, and they dodged a huge bullet in that 5th end with 3 clean misses from Prince Edward Island's back end, letting them off the hook.
Well, at the midpoint of this final draw. The only thing we know for sure is that Manitoba and British Columbia are going to meet in the 1-2 Page playoff game.
The world's best curlers are coming to Victoria. Now there are new ticket packages ranging from 2 days to 4 days and priced from just $75. Call toll-free or online at FordWorldCurling.com.
This is where the world will rock, Victoria.
Back pain. It can affect more than your back. Robax Platinum, a special combination of 2 active ingredients. One to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
Up here, just about everything seems larger than life. The prairie, the sky, even our animals. And when someone comes by our True Value with a problem, large or small, they know they've come to the right place.
True Value, official hardware supplier to Championship Curling.
This is the place where land, water, and sky embrace like old friends. Grossmore National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Welcome back to St. John's, Newfoundland, the host city for the 2005 Scott Tournament of Hearts. A good crowd in attendance for this final round-robin draw. And Colleen Jones and her Team Canada teammates facing a big uphill struggle over the final 5 ends, trailing by 3 points. And as we have pointed out, if Jones loses, if Jen Hanna of Ontario loses tonight, and Hanna trails Kazink of Nova Scotia 3-2, then Kathy King with 5 losses gets into a tie-breaking situation. And if Sandy Comeau, playing Newfoundland but trailing 3-2, manages to win the game, there could be 4 teams with 5 losses in a tiebreaker.
Oh, Marianne, I'm glad you came back. We need you.
And Manitoba needs to win against the Territories to finish in first place. A loss and they would be in a tie with BC. Kelly Scott would get first place because she defeated Manitoba in the round robin. I'm sure Stephanie Lawton is hoping that there are tiebreakers behind her because she would finish in third place.
Yes, depending on what happens on this draw, it will affect her placement as well.
Lots of line. Yeah. Lots of line. Top 8. Top 8 only.
Nice shot here from Stephanie Richard. And you see this outturn side is curling a little bit more than the inturn side. So if you want to get around those center guards, this is the way you have to play it on the outturn side of the sheet in the even ends.
You know what? Yeah, just, yeah.
The freeze was called for from
little deep.
Nancy Delahunt.
I'm trying to come down.
Around it, yep. Yep.
We got lots of weight.
Yep.
Threatening on through.
Okay, thank you for that. That kind of lots.
Now they jump on it to try and take it around the red rock belonging to Prince Edward Island.
That might do something.
The stone delivered hangs at the back of the 12.
Team Canada just continuing to struggle with
Come
draw
right in
weight.
on top.
They
like
thought
that
that there may be a difference between the sides, one side being keener than the other. I think they're fooled with how straight the one side of the sheet appears to be, different from other games. But you know how it goes. Sometimes when it rains, it pours, and you just can't figure out the ice some nights.
Well, you're looking around for a reason for what's going on, and you know, when you're watching PEI make most of their shots, you know, it just begs the question, like, if it was that obviously heavy on one side, PEI would be struggling with the same issue, and that's not the case right now. So Team Canada looking for some answers.
Okay, Steph.
Stephanie Richard taps her own back into the 4-foot to lie 2.
And that's not a bad shot, keeping those rocks in front of the tee line.
That looks good.
Clean.
Trying to flop on top of the shot stone.
Hurry, 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 hurry. No roll.
Okay, that's all right.
It rolled too far.
Good, Marianne. Like the peel? Boo. I don't mind peeling that way. Or do you want to hit this?
I think the peel is the call again with a 3-point lead and last rock. Get rid of the rocks that are going to hurt you.
Peel! Whoa! Clean it!
It's a good call. You need to be cleaning these rocks if they're looking anywhere close to be making what you called, because we have seen some rocks pick up debris in this game and really caused a difference in what was happening in the end.
Let's home for a bit.
It's high. No, it's great.
Nice shot.
That's good.
Let's go, Lucy.
Same call.
Peel! Whoa!
May get lucky on the double, too.
A jam
okay.
on the other Team Canada rock back in the 12.
No damage done, though.
Corner. So Marianne had a 97 split there, so. Okay. It's over. I'm gonna go over a bit more.
It's halfway, yeah. Good.
Nova Scotia and Ontario. And Kay Zink with the final stone of the 6th end. Needing a hit and stick to pick up 2. Not a brush laid to it. There's a roll. Will it hang? Just. She gets her 2 points. And as a result, through 6 ends, it's Nova Scotia leading Ontario 5-2.
Seems to be the kind of night that Ontario is having as well. Nova Scotia seems to be playing very well and getting quite a lot of breaks. Well, there's a break for Team Canada.
Yes, center guard up front, and
All the way through, Kim.
chance to pop this red stone through the rings and lie 3.
Hack.
And I know we've talked about this before, but PEI in the very first draw,
Yep,
the
like
Scotch
close
Tournament
for
of
line.
Hearts
Yep.
on Saturday,
Hard for line.
was leading
Line's
New
good.
Brunswick
Whoa, whoa,
and
How?
gave up a
Whoa.
steal
No,
of 3
no,
in the
no,
10th
no.
end after 2
Just
open
Harry.
misses by
Might not be
Shelley
quite
Bradley.
that.
And that has
Go in the
plagued
on the red.
PEI all week. And I'm sure Team Canada has that in the back of their mind as motivation for as a reason why not to give up.
Like this turn? Way over too.
Okay. You like this? Oh, Marianne.
Team Canada lies too, but Team Canada has to steal as Prince Edward Island has last rock.
Whoa. 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 Right off. Right off. Don't touch it. Whoa. Don't touch it. We have a piece. Tiny piece. Go hard, Robin. Yep. Okay, Rebecca, that's good.
You talked about the game between Sandy Comeau of New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island.
Not really.
6-1 was the score, favoring Prince Edward Island after 6. Brunswick got 2 in the 7th, gave up 1 in the 8th, scored 2 in the 9th, stole 3 on the 10th.
Much at all. That's pretty good. Nancy says it's back to normal. Does she mean 4-2 for 4?
How it's 4-5. 4.
Is it really?
Yeah. The guards felt normal.
Team Canada and Colleen Jones
The back
definitely
line,
in
I threw
steal
what I would
mode
have
right
thrown in
now.
other games. And
It was normal.
Yeah.
Okay, what
4
do
and
you
a
throw?
half.
4.5?
Yep. Trust the 4.5. We'll let you know in a minute. I think it might just vary for you too.
Line's great. Where? Lots of line. Line's getting better. Yep. 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 Coming nice now. Yep. Hard. Wait till it stops.
It's losing its handle.
Yeah, it is. Keep going. Keep going. It's still coming. It's still coming.
It's a great shot.
Great shot.
Right to the top of the 4 to lie to.
Atta girl. Somebody tried to take its handle, but it kept it.
Yeah, well, what
Just-
is it? Okay.
Well, it didn't totally lose its turn.
You can see it slowed, not turning anymore. Quite fortunate it didn't
Great
start
shot,
to
Colleen.
take the
I'm
other
so
turn.
excited to
It
see
just
the ice.
continued to rotate a slight bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
This is a tough shot for PEI.
I'm sure Colleen's very happy to have found draw weight here in the 6th end. It's really the first great come around they've made in this game.
Make sure we get at least the front, if not. Yeah, that's right. Let's go.
Looking for a hack weight hit.
Are they going to get past the guard that is on the center line? It looks as though they're all over it.
Roll it. Right away. Okay.
It looked like she was just soft on her release right from the very beginning, turning it towards the target.
There you go.
Another good steal opportunity here for Colleen Jones. Should say another one. They got a little lucky last end. This is the first clean opportunity. A good guard here, or even one you could almost bring this right into the full 12-foot.
Me too.
Possibly lie 3.
For third shot.
What?
Too bad we didn't have
Would
hammer.
you really throw at the double if you were sitting the third one in the top 12?
What are we
Probably
talking
throw
about
the
here?
front double of some sort. Front double. And risk going through a hole and give you 2.
Go full 12 so that we're third shot.
I don't know. I don't mind being. Well, the only thing you have to come so close to beat this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we do this,
Then
she's probably
still
going to hit
4.
the open one and give us 1, right? If you do this,
I like it.
draw. Give us 2, and she'll hit that and give us 1.
So
which is fine.
Well, is being in the
make sure
house
we're
maybe
in
a
front
good
of it.
thing right now? Deeper in the house. Because then she's got to worry about making sure she sticks over there.
Okay, well then this would be perfect, right?
But I think
Let
it is
them
great.
sweep it, yeah.
Colleen Jones can come as deep as full 8
I
foot
kind of think we want
and
to be
not
in the
allow
12 foot. Yeah.
a double
We
on
like
the stone
that
to
too.
out-count
Second, third
the
shot.
stone over on the side.
Yeah.
By lying 3, if Shelley Bradley elects to hit the stone on the side of the 8 foot and rolls out, could result in a steal of 2 for Colleen Jones. I think this is a better call than the guard. Obviously the miss is to come a hair light, maybe bite the center line, but certainly worth a try. I think you don't want to force Shelley Bradley into thinking. Look at some yellow stones. The more the better at this stage for Team Canada.
Just full 12, guys. Where?
Line's great. Pretty good. Line's great.
Got lots?
We're 2 at, I think.
12.
It looks a little warm.
Are we right 2-ish? Little bump.
Whoa.
If the line's good, wouldn't be
Not
bad.
there.
Okay.
That's okay. Actually, that's great.
No, I don't
Actually,
think so.
it's not great.
I think it's a double. It's a double, an easier out for Shelley
Look where it's
Bradley.
lined up.
Just a nose hit.
Kim thinks the double is lined up on the back red stone, but as you can see,
then it's a good force.
it's so far back that the
Baby steps, remember?
shooter will stick for the 1 point.
She needs to be careful, though. She needs to keep her shooter in the 8 foot. If this happens to roll out, there is a jam possibility at the back of the rings that could result in a big steal. You need to save the shooter.
Robin MacPhee and Stephanie Richard working on this stone. Now they ease off, and it's a good shot. A nose hit to stick at the top of the 8 and pick up a single point.
Good pressure shot by Shelley Bradley.
So it is again a 4-point advantage for Prince Edward Island with 4 ends left.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
Hurry! 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 Come on! Hurry hard! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry!
Ever notice the way guys love to use their Karcher? Is it because of Karcher's German engineering, incredible features, exceptional styling? It's because Karcher really cleans. Karcher invented the first household pressure washer and sells more of them worldwide than anybody else. Karcher is also the world leader in commercial and industrial cleaning equipment. Everyone loves their Karcher. Can you blame them? Trust Karcher. You'll look for things to clean.
Elevating the new Ford 500 means raising the seats for a better view of the road. It means as much room in the back as in the front. It means taking the sedan to a whole new level. The new Ford 500. We keep thinking about what a sedan should be because we want you to drive a Ford.
Checking a couple of the other games, an open hit for 2 for Sandy Comeau on the 6th end. And it slides by, so she only gets 1. It's now a 3-3 game, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Labrador.
And Jennifer Jones with a hit for 2 of her own here in the 6th end, and she makes hers for her deuce.
Manitoba and the Territories now tied at 5.
Where? Take a look. Where? Okay, mine's real good. Top 8, girls. Top 8.
So down by 4.
Mine's
Colleen
real good.
Jones
Hard. Top 8.
has last rock advantage
Where?
again.
Full 8. Bite the 4. Bite the 4. Yep. Bite the blue, girls. That's all right, son. Great sweep in. It's good.
When you look at Colleen Jones' statistics,
Hot
they've
now.
scored most of
Take
their
the
points on ends 7 through 10. So I'm sure she's hoping that form holds in this game against Prince Edward Island.
Should be fine.
Halfway.
Well, she needs to make something happen now. It's the 7th end. You know, time is not on her side. She needs to get some rocks in play and needs to score in this end. A blank end will hurt here.
Well, when you look back at the last end, she had an opportunity to maybe steal, but she came too deep with her final stone.
It was a well thought out call. I really liked the call when they decided where they were going to place that stone. It just came in too deep and ended up, instead of putting pressure on PEI, it actually took it off so that they just had a nose hit for their point.
And she's really struggling at 50%.
And once again, the entire team has been confused by draw weight. And I know that they're working at it, they're communicating, they're timing their stones and trying to let each other know how keen or how heavy it is.
Not much to choose between the two leads, Stephanie Richard and Nancy Delahunt.
It did. Oh, the ice is quite lovely now.
Good, Nan.
Well,
Oh,
Team
little
Canada
shot.
now has 2 corner guards.
Well, PEI with a 4-point lead will just go out there and start peeling. And,
That's right. I like this one.
It's in the knee.
the MacPhee sisters are very good at this. They can throw in the big weight, and they throw a lot of rotation on their stones and get tremendous action on their shooter.
Peel! Whoa!
And of course I say that, and
Curl.
needs to curl.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's okay, Robin.
It's happened before, Mike.
Almost gave him the curse,
when,
yeah.
When you compliment a
Around
player,
him.
they usually miss their next one.
It's good to go around the worst one first.
Robin MacPhee out curling her Team Canada counterpart by a fairly large margin.
You guys bring it right back to here.
But that most recent miss by Robin MacPhee could hurt.
Well, it wasn't really a miss. She did tick that rock over. Questionable whether she ticked it over enough.
Got room.
And it may not come into to be a factor. It would have been worse if she
Mine's getting
flashed it
better, though.
completely. You can hear the
All the way back.
frost
All the way back.
It's not going to be fast, my love.
Keep going. Keep going, though.
under
keep going.
the brushes.
Okay. That's
Now-
as far as she's going to go.
As I said, precipitation in the area today, so you would expect a little bit of
Oh,
humidity.
pounded that baby.
We did talk to ice maker Dave Merklinger about frost coming into the arena and whether that was going to be a factor, and he said he would like a little bit of frost. He feels that a little bit of frost coming in at the edges of the sheet actually helps the pebble hold so that we don't see fudging down the middle later in the game.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, baby. Good shot, Robin.
Robin MacPhee catches a corner of the Team Canada rock.
Dave may have been the first ice maker I've ever heard ask for frost, but
Yeah,
he had a
he
good
said
point. He said
wants
it's been too dry in here, and what happens, he explained, was that as the building tries to draw moisture out of the air, it actually draws it right out of the ice. And he said if there's a little layer of frost, that is
No,
what
it's
gets
not.
drawn out, not the pebble.
Bring her back here, though.
And the key word would be
got
a
no
little
line.
layer of frost. A lot
Take
of
it
frost
back,
obviously
Kim.
causes a problem.
Okay.
We're learning so much from Dave.
back.
He's a very smart guy. It's ice making has become a very technical part of the game, and we all need to be educated in it to understand why rocks react the way they do.
Oh, stickier there.
Robin MacPhee can see all of the stone that was just delivered.
Where do you like rolling? I think if we nose it, she can play the quiet little flip under, though.
Can we roll right underneath that red one? Or are they almost even?
We can roll under our own red one.
Yeah. Don't mind that.
Can't stop everything, though. I'd rather go in there than around the corner. Board weight.
Let's go.
We talk about the interesting dynamic with Rebecca Jean MacPhee. She seems to be the person who chooses who's going to talk to her and who isn't. And it's not Shelley Bradley. She will come down and talk to Robin. And Stephanie Richard has no fear to put in input. But it seems to be her and Robin that decide strategy.
Inside flop. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Just tap that one back.
The thirds are struggling, along with Colleen Jones.
More than regular. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No! No, 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 no! Nothing! Whoa!
Trying the double here.
Just a little too thin. Needed to curl just a little more.
That red stone remaining in the rings was feathered behind the corner guard.
Well, if we don't peel this
Good
one,
draw
we can
here.
still come around. She could still get in there, don't you think?
This one?
Peeling that one.
Or that one?
This is unusual.
I'm just thinking, can she go this way and play the tap on our red?
We remarked in this
She can't see any of it, but will it curl that hard?
yesterday.
Do you think she couldn't bury there?
In the game between Prince Edward Island and
Think it's gonna bury
Manitoba.
that way?
Well, Marianne's buried there in the 5th.
But it stopped curling once it went by the guard. It didn't go any further.
Do you think she can get the draw around this corner?
The worst part about peeling this one is I have to roll so far across the house, right?
Shelley Bradley
you're
just
right. If you
standing
go
and
this
waiting to know
Can't
what
go
call.
this way, right?
These are conversations that the skip and the third should be having, you know. This is just bizarre. You know, Shelley Bradley's down there just waiting to, she'll yell at something from the other end. And
Well, let's clarify that a little bit. It's not unusual that
To bring it in.
the front end
Right.
has some input. It's just, it's normally a team kind of conversation, as we've seen with, say, Randy Furby's team, a whole bunch of input from many players. This is pretty consistent, though. Shelley has got nothing to do with the decision making.
which you know, as someone who's throwing the last rock, it's going to affect greatly what she's going to face on her last stone, you know, and she's just accepting any calls from her teammates. So it's a strange dynamic, to say the least.
Thanks.
Rebecca Jean MacPhee runs the guard.
I'm just trying to decide which one to peel.
Should be just to it.
Yep.
There. Just.
Line. Little bump.
Hurry line, hurry line, hurry line. Easy line, eh?
She was going to give it a little bump. She wanted to be sitting on top of it, not off to the side.
Yeah, she was looking for a freeze right on the nose of that stone, and it did over curl, and will allow Shelley Bradley an open hit to lie two. Like to get some separation on these stones and force Colleen Jones to take a single point here.
Yeah.
Don't leave her a double.
Should be good. Where do you want your shooter to go? Just right in front of the red?
Still no pressure on PEI. Even if they do leave a double, it means that Colleen Jones is looking for the blank. And if you're going to be playing the 8th end, 4 points up, I think you're pretty happy.
Normal. Clean. Clean it.
Just clean.
Close. Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard. Clean. Go. Roll the shooter a bit. Whoa, 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 Steph.
Good shot.
Well done.
Do you think that would ever poke to there?
Pardon me?
Do you think I could ever kind of go there, and
are kind of
no?
excited.
Am I wishful thinking?
Yeah, you're wishful thinking.
Can I come here to? No.
Well, you could draw, if you want to come, you could draw to here, you know, through this hole.
Trying to find a way to score 2 here with these 2 stones at the top 8 foot, but
Do you think the double's
not
there?
likely.
Yep.
Very difficult.
Throw it hard.
She asked about hitting and rolling behind
You don't
one
like
of
this
the,
at all?
the
What?
other red stones.
No.
But it would just be such an easy little run back for PI. Hardly worth the effort. I think Nancy's
I'd
asking
just rather
about,
abort and go for the
All right.
3 next end.
Nancy was asking about drawing around the center line red stone. That's a really tough shot. And I agree with Colleen. I don't think they have a good chance of making it count.
Yeah, try and get out of this end by blanking, retaining
plan-
last
I'm just
rock, and
trying to
try for 3
blank
next
the
end.
now. Am I crazy? I
No.
think we can score a 3 on these guys.
That's confidence.
I agree.
And
that's
they're
what-
coming
exactly
around the
what
one in
we'll
the
do.
8 foot to go back 4 on this outturn straight side.
Yeah, it's tough. So you're just trying to hit and flop over to there?
Well, I want to try to
double them. Okay.
Colleen Jones, first stone
Hurry!
of this 7th end.
Hard! Hurry, hurry! Way over.
Okay.
No, she
good.
nudges it, doesn't remove it, but she is shot. Colleen Jones at 50%. Shelley Bradley having her best game of round-robin competition.
Chance for PEI here to force Colleen Jones into taking a single point.
Yep.
For the shooter to stay and perhaps get some separation.
Some early obvious concern. And then she gets a great hit and a roll right on top of the other Team Canada stone.
Yeah. The fact she's frozen on her stone, there's no blank opportunity here for Colleen Jones. She's forced to draw for her 1.
That's good.
Yeah.
Back to the
Yeah,
taking
that
1,
scared me.
stealing 2 strategy. Normal draw?
Yeah, I think so.
You got a good time on Kim's. You had a draw, didn't you? Yeah, you had a freeze.
Yeah.
And it was normal, 4.5 you threw?
Colleen threw a draw to the top 4 foot last end. Should have a good idea.
Full 8.
They need to be full 8 with this stone to pick up a point.
Still moving, isn't it?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's a good shot.
That's a great shot. 1 yellow?
Right into the 4 foot to score 1. So it's a 3-point game once again, but only 3 ends remaining now for Team Canada in their comeback attempt.
Great shot. What?
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Scott Towels, getting you out of big messes.
Did you let the dog out this morning?
Scott Towels, getting you out of big messes.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
Tim Hortons Briar rolls into Regina next March, but only 2006 full event passes are on sale at the Agrodome box office. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Tim Hortons Briar.
On February 24th, you can purchase in person, by phone, or online. So remember, February 24th, 10 a.m.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Tim Hortons, toasted ham and Swiss and soup combo. By the original Strauss Heart Drops, trust the tradition. And by Ford, built for life in Canada.
Three ends remain and Team Canada trails by 3. You heard Colleen as she settled into the hack to throw the final stone of the previous end. Take one here, steal 2 on the next.
Halfway. Good. Good, man.
Yeah. That can be it right there.
Nova Scotia was down 3. Or pardon me, Ontario down 3 to Nova Scotia. And Ontario came back on N7. The final stone of the 7th from Jen Hanna. And she's drawing for 2. She puts it in the 4-foot. And it's a 1-point game now, playing 8. Nova Scotia leading Ontario. Newfoundland, Labrador, and New Brunswick. An attempted raise.
Steal a 1. Sandy Comeau, good try there from Heather Strong.
New Brunswick, a 4 and 3 mark.
Oh, how almost bit the bullet, but it didn't.
was ready to sweep. That was good.
Attempted tick shot, just hit the sideboards and then needed to be replaced. That was almost a perfect shot from Stephanie Richard. That's very, very difficult.
I'm going to come past that one, right?
Just here.
Okay.
Gonna come this way. Let's come this way. It's straighter.
Okay.
There's 2.
Okay, we might have to take this a little bit, maybe? No?
Not curling at all.
They die, though.
Well, Kathy King and Team Alberta and Stephanie Lawton and Team Saskatchewan could both be affected by what happens here tonight at Mile 1 Stadium on this final draw.
I don't know where it went.
I don't know. It is left.
If Ontario and Team Canada both lose, Stephanie Lawton is assured of 3rd place. And Kathy King, with 5 losses, gets into a tiebreaker. It could be 4 teams in a tiebreaker for the final playoff spot if New Brunswick beats Newfoundland, Labrador. Ifs and buts, however.
Whoa! 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 Right on! No!
Stephanie Richard trying the tick shot again.
She is going to nudge one Team Canada stone into the rings.
But because neither of those 2 yellow stones were removed from play, everything stays the way it is.
She's giggling down there.
She's having
She's
a good
giddy.
time. That's a little tighter than mine. Yeah.
one if you can. Yeah, get it away from that other guard.
Don't want to set up a double peel here.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Doesn't matter.
yes, you
Okay,
caught
doesn't
me.
matter.
Yeah,
Maximus.
I totally wasn't. Maximus.
This is Nova Scotia, Ontario. Nova Scotia's throwing away their last stone because they feel they already have 2 points in the house. So they didn't want to muck around with that Ontario stone. They were taking their 2 points and going on to the 9th end, up 3, 7-4.
Two ends remain.
Hey, Robin, that's good.
Go, Shelley.
Yep.
There were a whole bunch, maybe 4 or 5 if she had made a pass at the stone sitting on the edge of the button, but she opted instead to take her safe 2 and fire it through.
Well, we saw that yellow stone at the top of the button. That was Jen Hanna's last stone. She was looking at 5 and made another nice freeze to hold Nova Scotia to 2. And again, top to bottom, it looks, every time we look over there, it's a lot of Nova Scotia stones in play. And the few points that Ontario has scored have been a result of Jen Hanna making great uses herself, but it's hard to do that game after game.
Mary Matatal and Kay Zink are standing on their heads. They're making everything. That was set up by an angle raise by Kay Zink to lie 4 or 5 before Jen Hanna came to throw.
Good shot.
Updating now, Manitoba and the Territories. Lots of rocks in play every end in this game. Monique Gagne coming down to the yellow stone belonging to Manitoba, moving it just far enough back to pick up a point. And it's 6-5 with 3 ends remaining. The Territories leading Manitoba.
Yep, go, go, go,
There's a great double peel there from Robin MacPhee.
Atta girl.
Got those 2 stones off the center line.
Yeah, you don't have to remove these stones completely from play. You want to just open up the forefoot for your skip.
If Manitoba loses, Kelly Scott of British Columbia winds up in first place, having beaten Manitoba in round-robin competition. But Manitoba is assured of finishing no worse than second place.
We have to guard it this time.
On its own for a bit, you guys.
The advantage to being first is having last rock to start the 1 versus 2 page playoff game, and also the choice of
I want to
rocks.
make sure we covered on the out turn.
We're halfway.
Okay,
Whoa.
good. Great shot. Baby.
So far tonight, it sure looks like the night of the underdog, that the favorites are all behind the underdog at this point in
Don't
the
want to catch
game.
it thick though and spin the. Yeah. Which way do you like it?
Yeah, for sure.
Colleen and her Team Canada mates curl out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax. If she loses tonight, she'll have to hope that a club mate helps her out. And that would be Kay Zink defeating Ontario. She would at least then be in a tiebreaker. The top 4 teams make the playoffs. Manitoba coming into this draw at 8-2. BC all finished 8-3. Saskatchewan all finished 7-4. Canada and Ontario coming in at 6-4.
Yep, right over. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that's good, Rebecca. That's good. A little sigh of relief.
Maybe a little bit tougher to curl.
Line's good.
It's about the same, a little tighter maybe.
Needs to stop now.
There it is.
Whoa.
Good shot, Kim.
Thanks. What are we throwing for guards?
Huh?
What are we throwing for guards?
It's back to normal, yeah,
okay.
whatever.
Oops, that one's a little tighter, eh?
It's a good shot by Kim Kelly. Does the job.
Or this afternoon.
Yep. Whoa. 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 We gotta watch that. Yep. Go with the shooter. It's good, Rebecca. It's fine. Oh. Yep.
The guard is removed.
That's good.
Colleen Jones will try and protect it again. After winning the championship in 1999, the following year in Prince George as Team Canada,
I thought we were going to.
Jones had a 5-6 record. That was the year Kelly Law won. Then in 2001, Team Nova Scotia 9-4, and then as Team Canada 10-4, 10-3, and 11-2.
So impressive. And as we said at the beginning of the week, it just appeared that every year they got better and better.
Lovely throw.
Career record for Colleen Jones.
Not too bad.
At the Scott, 132 wins and 80 losses.
Clean it, guys. Clean it.
No, it's not.
Clean it. Just clean, Kim. Just clean.
Okay.
Just clean.
Okay, all right.
Just
yes, you know,
clean.
you've been here before.
There were a lot of years between her first Scott win in 1982 and her second in 1999, where she was 5-6, 6-5, 7-4 in that range.
Good throw. Go.
Go, Shell. Just gonna wait. Yep.
Is there any way she could come over here and push that other fellow in? I was hoping thin, you know, if they...
Have to be careful with this peel that as they roll off to the right, that they don't punch that other Yellowstone into the house, so that when Colleen Jones does guard again, Shelley Bradley could be drawing against 2 instead of 1.
Whoa! 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 Watch that there. Yeah. It's gonna be close to that. Yeah.
This is close.
It's good, Shelley. Atta girl.
Enough weight to drive it through.
Good heads-up sweeping call there from Rebecca Jean. Make sure they hit it thinly enough to make the double, and as opposed to having it come up a bit and spin that yellow one in. Critical guard here for Colleen Jones.
Yeah, the 8-foot one. Guard? Yep.
Hard to steal 2, but you know, you can steal 1 and 8, 1 and 9, 1 and 10. Tie the game. They need the guard here for the steal. Potential steal.
Clean. Where?
Clean.
Tight.
This one might need some
Are you
help.
in? Clean.
Might need
Is
some
it
help
in?
for line.
It may be too deep.
No, Kim, no. No,
Whoa,
no,
it's
no,
not
no,
gonna
no,
come
no,
over
no.
enough, though.
Whoa.
Whoa, horsey.
Whoa, silly horse.
All righty.
It stops short of the
Wow,
12.
big piece.
Providing cover
Huh?
for the shot rock. Well, you heard the cheer, and this is the reason why. Lying 1 with her final stone, Heather Strong. Rolls in the stone out front, rolls the shooter in to pick up 3, and Newfoundland moves ahead of New Brunswick.
6-4. They will be playing the 9th end.
Shelley Bradley needs to be a little better than full 8. Score 1 here.
Doesn't have great line. All yours.
Just needs to curl.
Line's fine. Line's great. T-line. Whoa. T-line.
How's the weight on this final
T-line,
stone?
guys. Just T-line.
Looks pretty good.
T-line. T-line.
Good
Well
sweep.
done.
To the edge of the button with the final stone of 8. And with 2 ends remaining, Prince Edward Island leads by 4.
Great job, girl.
A wide stance keeps you steady on your feet. So mounting the shocks outside the frame widen the stance of the Ford F-150. It's the first pickup to do this. Good luck knocking this off its feet. We keep thinking about tough because we want you to drive a Ford.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts is coming to London's John Labatt Centre next February, and full event passes are on sale now. For the best seats in the house, you can call toll-free or order online. Come join us in the Forest City.
Hi, I'm Betty Hinton, Member of Parliament for Kamloops Thompson Caribou.
And I'm Jim Strauss, manager of the Strauss Herb Company.
We'd like to invite you to join us to attend the Strauss Canada Cup of Curling this March in beautiful Kamloops, British Columbia. Bring your skis and take a few runs at the Sun Peaks Resort.
Or bring your golf clubs and play our award-winning Kamloops golf courses.
Above all, enjoy watching the best curlers in the country at this year's Strauss Canada Cup of Curling.
Come join us in Kamloops.
Come try your first end.
I wasn't sure, but I tried it.
Your very first end.
We tried it.
You should try it.
Now we do it together.
Get out.
Go curling.
It's so much fun!
Meet between the sheets.
Be part of a tradition.
Be part of a team.
You don't know what you're missing.
You never forget your first end.
Your very first end.
Come play.
Discover curling.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
See you on the ice.
Get up, get light, and go curling!
As official supplier to Curling's Season of Champions, True Value Hardware presents quality products for your house. Our own Master Mechanic brand is made to last. All hand tools have a lifetime guarantee on workmanship and material. Master Mechanic, your purchase of a lifetime. True Value, around the corner from your house.
Welcome back to Mile One Stadium. Between ends, we were looking at the scoreboards, doing a little speculating as to what might happen if New Brunswick, trailing 6-4, loses to Newfoundland. If Ontario, trailing 7-4 to Nova Scotia, loses. If Team Canada, trailing 7-3 to Prince Edward Island, loses. A three-way tiebreaker involving Canada, Alberta, and Ontario. Canada and Kathy King of Alberta would play in a tiebreaker tomorrow morning. Because of the record against those two teams, Ontario would get the bye, and the winner of Canada Alberta would play Ontario, with the winner then moving on to the Page 3-4 game against Saskatchewan. That is if what we see in the scoreboards now holds. However, things could change. Manitoba battling to finish first. If they lose to the Territories, they would drop back to second place based on the fact in round robin competition they lost 7-4 to Kelly Scott of British Columbia, who has completed play at 8-3.
Well, Team Canada needs to score at least 2 here. They'd love 3.
They're longins.
And there will be no decisions on the behalf of PI besides what turn to take on their peels and whether there's a double peel available.
And similar to when you're down 3 playing 10 or down 4 playing 9, you need misses from your opposition. Get back in this game.
Oh. Very close to the double peel. As you said, Mike, Robin MacPhee throwing all that rotation on her rocks really can throw those peels very, very well. Gets good action off the shooter.
Are we doing another corner?
Yeah.
Well, she's putting in a position she thinks she can get some curl, I think.
Team Canada will probably throw 2 more guards before they go around this corner. That's out there now if there's no double made.
Right up. Okay. Even if you can.
That's the same
even
as
if you
yours.
can.
No, I don't think so.
Well, actually, we could have. Good. Okay, almost.
Let's check in on Manitoba and the Territories. Jennifer Jones taking a big step here on end number 8 to solidifying her grip on first place.
Actually trying a split for 4 there and got a little fortunate. Still got 3.
And now leads it by a score of 8-6.
So close. She's close to those.
I thought you had that one. Huh? I thought you had that one.
Yeah. One more.
Now that was a fairly brave call on the part of Jennifer Jones there, trying the split for 4.
Well, it was one of those situations. As long as she threw the right weight, a T-line weight, there wasn't much risk. She overthrew that and got lucky, grazing her own soul into the back 12-foot. With draw weight, there was no risk at all.
Yeah. With draw weight, it was a shot for 3, and a bonus
girl.
was 4. And the opportunity was created when Monique Gagnon flashed a hit on the side, a hit and roll, gave her a chance to play one of those stones.
Colleen Jones and Team Canada not getting much of an opportunity to get back in this game.
Well, so we mentioned this the other night. PI is a very talented team. They're well accomplished, and again, they started off so poorly with bad breaks and a couple of open misses, and they just started going the wrong way and have really struggled to recover their form. But, you know, they've knocked off the first place team, and they have a chance here to knock Colleen Jones down to 5 losses.
Hard! Hard, 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 hard! Roll it, Steph, hard! Roll it, Annie, roll it off. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Nova Scotia and Ontario playing end number 9.
And open hit here for Jen Hen, a very important shot. Down 3, would love to be down only 1 coming home. Nice throw. No
right
mistake.
on target. Trailing by 1, playing the 10th, but without last rock.
If we can sink it around the end, if we come around their guard and she makes the run back,
Well,
then,
she'll peel though.
well, do you know,
This is the easier guard to get 2 rocks behind, is my thought, and that's why if you go around this one first, then they peel, then you've got this
I
one
think
to
they're
come
both
around
pretty
twice.
nice looking guards for the
Okay.
for the come around.
Okay.
I just as soon let her peel this as opposed to any kind of run back thing here. So we come around this one first. She peels here. I think we can get 2 around that.
Okay.
Easy.
Alrighty.
You know, back 8, top 12.
Okay.
But right now, just T is good.
Yes.
I agree with Nancy Delahunt. When you're 4 up, I don't think you keep rocks in play and play any run backs. I think it'd be a straight peel that PEI would call no matter what Colleen Jones plays.
Right, the theory here is that you go around one of the corner guards, the opposition peels it away, you go around the other corner guard, opposition hits the open one, you go around that other corner guard again and try to score your 3 that way. That is the textbook 3.
Make sure I'm there. Make sure it's slowing down a little.
Are we?
Yes, line.
Here it comes.
Got lots of room.
Okay, lots of room.
Lot of room.
Make sure I'm there. Line's great. Hard.
We're down to skip stone, or
Hard, girls,
third stones here on the
hard.
9th
Go.
end.
Hurry! Hurry, 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 hurry! Hurry hard.
Good girl.
Like some fresh
You
arms.
threw great weight,
Even if
Kim.
I'm doing nothing. Good.
It's just getting
Threw
stickier.
lots of weight.
Great shot, Kim.
Only got a quarter.
I like the feel. What do you guys like?
She's gonna bury it better though. What are we playing?
Heel.
Oh,
See any of it?
come out front. I need a lot less ice.
Come out by the rock.
Yours didn't curl here at all, did it?
They go after the shot
The
in the
other end?
rings and happen to get the peel, great, but if you know, Rebecca G. MacPhee says, well, if I just peel it out, they're going to go around better, but still you're only in it for 2 then if you can get rid of that one in the rings. You're not into it for a 3-ender.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hurry. Hard. Quick.
She's going to peel the top Canada stone.
Team Canada still needs to execute.
Nice shot.
This out-turn come around has proven time and time again in this spot not to curl. If it does get across the center line, we may see a bit of late movement, but tough to get buried in this spot.
It's not. That's too
And
much.
it's a much
Whoa.
tighter guard
No.
to the house.
Gotta be back with it though.
Got so much line.
So much line, but how about the weight?
Well, they need to get it buried. That's the number one thing here. Whether it's back 12 or back 8, that's okay.
Stop.
It stops just in time.
But it's wide open as well.
Willing that one to stay in.
Yes. Okay, you throw a little more and it almost goes
So
through.
even if Colleen Jones is able to bury one now, as long as Shelley Bradley does not flash these 2 open hits, the best Team Canada can do is score their deuce. That Yellowstone at the back of the 12-foot is fully open.
But you know that Team Canada will play a Christmas tree or a half and half shot between the guard and the back Yellowstone to try to make the visual a little bit more of a distraction for Shelley Bradley.
The other thing Shelley Bradley could do here, if she just rolls into the rings and gets shot rock, great opportunity as well. Trying for the double.
Did we want to roll away there?
I'm not sure that they knew what they wanted to call there.
Realized it was over curling, I think, and Rebecca Jean just got them off that, but
Okay,
good
maybe it was
opportunity here.
brilliant. She wanted one back, top 12, back 12.
Colleen Jones with
heavy,
her
as you can see.
first of the night.
So, but the weight is about, it's about 4.5. Not 4.7, but 4.5.
Give me that little bit more, because
Yeah, I
your
think
stuff.
so. If you're going to throw
Yeah.
sweeper's weight, you might need it.
4.5.
Trying to bury her first attempted draw.
Line's fine. Line's good. Yep.
Well, there's a
Three
glimmer
line.
of hope
Wait on
here.
lane.
Team Canada
Three
can make this a
line.
very difficult
Wait
shot
on
for Shelley Bradley.
This is taking the curl.
You're by.
Are they by?
Finish it. Might as well finish
Yes,
it.
they are.
Finish it. Yep.
Don't wanna
Finish
go
it.
too
Yep,
deep.
yep. Doesn't matter.
That's
yes,
a great
it does.
shot.
She sits on it.
That is a great shot.
Atta girl.
Well, the Christmas tree.
That was a lot better than my,
No, it's back there, Kim. Still on.
still hanging.
Great shot, Colleen. You just couldn't do any better than that.
Oh, we need a little tick.
That front guard is certainly in Shelley Bradley's line, in her vision.
And you can see that she doesn't have an open hit on either of these 2 Yellowstones any longer.
As Colleen Jones said, we need a little tick here from Shelley Bradley.
Whoa.
Because she has to get past that red guard as well. And they are working frantically on it. Will they get it by? If they don't, it could be a steal of 3. She gets the rub, and the chance is there for 3. Not a steal of 3, but to score 3, I should say.
And only be down 1 coming home. Amazing.
Almost by. It's almost by. All right, girl.
A beautiful draw by Colleen Jones on her first stone set this whole thing up, and a choice by PEI to not try a hit and roll on her first one or go for the open hit at the back. Not really well thought out the call on Shelley Bradley's first stone.
I would have been hit. Yeah, I would have hit the back one, I think, and then they'd have an open hit on their next.
Or the roll on the top one.
Yeah, it is
Anyway,
more.
right back in the game here for Colleen Jones.
It is. No, I think it's okay.
You're on the other one.
It's got lots.
Great chance for Team
We're okay,
Canada to make it
though.
interesting coming home.
Yeah, it picked
You're
up
right on
there.
the other one, so you're fine. Great shot, Colleen.
Good shot.
Final stone of the end. Colleen Jones gets 3 and trails by 1, heading to the 10th without last rock.
Oh, I'm just checking. Did I dream that?
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 24 years.
That's great.
The roar you hear is 20 of Canada's top women's and men's teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy in 2006. And no city in Canada roars more than Halifax.
Back pain. It can affect more than your back. Robax Platinum, a special combination of 2 active ingredients, one to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
You already know these uses for your Karcher. Here's a few you might not have thought of. The hat rack. The shower. The centerpiece. The chandelier. You can always use a Karcher.
You wanna rock your world? There's only one way. It starts by getting tickets to the Ford World Men's today.
The world's best curlers are coming to Victoria. Now there are new ticket packages ranging from 2 days to 4 days and priced from just $75. Call toll-free or online at FordWorldCurling.com.
This is where the world will rock. Victoria.
Well, after trailing 5-0 through 3 ends, Colleen Jones and Team Canada fighting back. They're now down a point, but without hammer, playing the 10th.
It is, but
What a turnaround. All of a
Halfway if you
sudden.
can.
It's interesting coming home. Free guard zone, you know you're going to get some
Right in
rocks
between
in
the Scotty
play.
and the Purette.
And the pressure goes back to PEI.
Good one.
Final stone,
Roll, girls,
Kay
roll.
Zink of Nova Scotia against Jen Hanna of
Yep,
Ontario. A wide open hit. She leads by 1, doesn't have to save the shooter. And Ontario suffers a loss. Ontario now 6-5. And now Ontario is going to be very closely monitoring Prince Edward Island and Team Canada. They need a Prince Edward Island victory. So does Kathy King of Alberta, not playing tonight if there are going to be tiebreakers.
Take a look at where these rocks are. A perfect tick shot for Stephanie Richard. That's huge, Mike.
Great way to start the end, that's for sure. 4-rock rule. Team Canada gets a second opportunity now to throw the center guard, but what a great shot.
Right up.
chance. Game shot, Steph.
He talked about the great tick by Stephanie Richard. Here it is.
This is a combination of just throwing lightweight and hitting the rock perfectly, and every team throws this differently. Stephanie is going to have another chance to make it.
Yep. Hard! Whoa! 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 Nothing! Whoa! Right off! Right off! Right off!
Nice shooting. Now they get on the shooter and get rid of that stone.
Fantastic.
That is worth 5 in my books to make the tick shot twice in the 10th end under pressure. Fantastic.
Put another corner center up. I mean, who knows, hey?
And her shooter rolled over for a bite of the 12-foot.
Now that is so deflating for Team Canada after fighting back with a quick 3. Now again, you're in a situation where you need open misses. The free guard zone is now negated. The rocks that were in the center are gone. And now you're hoping for misses again. It's just a tough position now for Colleen Jones and her team.
Good, Marianne.
Jen, Hannah, and her team will be very pleased with those 2 shots, I must say. That was, anyway, PI still has to finish off this game. They're,
Now you see all those rocks, the yellow rocks over on the side, because Stephanie Richard couldn't remove them from play. They are a factor with these peels because the peel can get driven onto them, and they can, if you're really unlucky, roll into the 4-foot.
Go.
The contact
Great shot,
with the
Robin.
corner guard, but the rock that was raised rolls through the rings.
and the great news there is that now that that rock has been doubled off, that is a path now that they can feed those peels through. They needed a path through the rings, and now they have one.
Oh, we're good.
Bit of a corner guard.
Oh,
Take it.
that's okay.
Good.
It's out front, covering stuff. You know?
Let's update Manitoba and the territories. Manitoba with a stone buried on the 4-foot. Monique Gagne, the final stone of end number 9, and she gets a piece of the button. And it's a 1-point game. Manitoba in front, 8-7, but with the hammer playing 10.
Well, we talked about the pressure on Team Canada this entire game. Now that Ontario has lost, I can guarantee you right now that Colleen and her team are breathing a big sigh of relief. They know that worst case they're in a tiebreaker at this stage. Takes a little of the pressure off.
Oh, for sure.
They would love to win though and avoid all those tiebreakers.
Guy, guys. I think it's okay. Have a look. It's okay.
Good girl.
Good.
Rebecca Jean MacPhee playing the intern peel, smartly deciding to continue to use that path on the right side of the sheet to peel. Played the outturn, possibly driving onto her own in the 12-foot over there, and spinning the guard into the house as well. But
and although things look uncomplicated, these shots are so important. One flash, one nose, and Team Canada gets one on the 4-foot, and the pressure will be on PI to make that last complicated draw.
Clean. Whoa.
this needs to curl a little.
Clean it.
That looks good.
Shot.
Very nice.
It's a good shot.
She takes one of her own out of play as well as the Team Canada rock.
I think it's got plenty.
More than the last one.
Careful, girls. Careful. I threw more. Careful.
Nice, Kim.
It looks as if we could be headed for tiebreakers. 3 teams, maybe even 4 if New Brunswick defeats Newfoundland Labrador.
Lead makes the chip.
If Team Canada wins, no tiebreakers. Team Canada trailing by a point. Running out of stones, though, on this 10th end without last rock.
Right off. Right off. Hurl. Baby. Hurl. It's good, Rebecca. That one hit the rock first, right?
It did hit the rock.
It's a great
Maybe
shot.
excited there.
Yeah.
Jumped
A
it.
little scary halfway down the sheet there for PEI. Or for Ontario, I should say.
Thanks. Good shots.
Down to skip stones in this Canada-Prince Edward Island game.
Anybody want to come around that corner now, or do you want to try one more center?
I like trying this one more time, Skipper. You never know. I think it's a charm. I think she's going to hit it, but stay.
Kim Kelly looking into her crystal ball.
Wishful thinking.
Well,
Sometimes it works. You never know.
that's the stage they're at this in the final game of the round robin here.
Halfway.
Well, I'd take it anywhere over there, really.
A little tighter. That's good there.
All right. Gotta get the jam off the yellow.
Same turn you did. Am I still okay off this one?
Well, you're safer going that way.
Okay.
I like this way.
Okay. Good enough.
They've got to change turns now for this peel. They've been playing the in turn for the whole end, and now that they've opened up the other side, they're going to change to the out turn.
Like this?
Yeah. It shouldn't really be a factor. They've had a good look at the sheet all game.
Well, even if they happen to hit it thinly enough to touch that yellow zone, it should go and come back into the 12-foot and not into the 4-foot. But Shelley Bradley doesn't want any part of that. She just wants to make a nice, easy peel. 1/2 to 3/4 of this stone, and her shooter will roll across the top of that yellow corner guard.
This out turn curled more all game.
Whoa! Yep. Yep.
They don't want a nose hit, and they won't get it.
Nicely done.
Yep. Good shot, Shelley.
Great execution from Team Prince Edward Island, particularly Stephanie Richard, setting up this end. And even if Colleen Jones is able to bury this stone, Shelley Bradley's made a great draw for 1 in the 8th end, right to the 4-foot, so she should be comfortable with draw weight.
But I think Colleen Jones would admit that she's somewhat fortunate in that she still has a life, even if she loses this game in trying for a 5th consecutive Scott Trophy.
And it's what we alluded to at the beginning, or Joan did, is that if you let Colleen Jones in the door, she usually takes advantage, and she will be extremely difficult to beat in the tiebreakers.
Gonna need some help.
Mine's fine. Can you go?
No.
It's not curling at all.
Not curling at all? No. Might as well just go put it on the tee line then if we can.
No, you might as well sweep it if you can. Yeah, go. Go.
Wide open.
Guess she doesn't even have to stay. Well, we're not very close to it, but...
Oh, you need a lot less ice than that to get around that.
Well, we're still in though, girls, aren't we? Did we calculate that properly?
Well, as far as I can tell.
Yes, Kim, you are still in.
There weren't 2 teams at 3 losses, were there?
And the nice thing for Bradley, she doesn't have to stay with her shooter. All she has to do is make contact with the Team Canada rock. She is right on target. She gets the hit, and the stone will stay in the rings. It will be an 8-7 Prince Edward Island victory over Team Canada.
Thank you. Good game. Thank you,
So 3 teams are in a tiebreaker at 6 and 5. Team Canada, Ontario, and Kathy King of Alberta. Will they be joined by a 4th, Sandy Comeau of New Brunswick? We'll be back to update the New Brunswick-Newfoundland game and Manitoba and the Territories after this.
We love your support. Thank you so much. Whew. Mine's great.
The roar you hear is 20 of Canada's top women's and men's teams competing for the right to represent us in Italy in 2006. And no city in Canada roars more than Halifax.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway.
Wherever business takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain. Now featuring free high-speed internet access at most hotels. Visit bestwestern.com for locations.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts is coming to London's John Labatt Centre next February, and full event passes are on sale now. For the best seats in the house, you can call toll-free or order online. Come join us in the Forest City.
Hey, so what do you want to do for lunch? Thinking soup or sandwich? Sandwich, that's good.
No. That's not enough. You boys must have proper lunch. Hearty soup and sandwich together. That's proper lunch, okay?
It's the complete lunch that satisfies.
So, soup and sandwich at Tim's? Sounds good.
Tim Hortons ham and Swiss sandwich on a toasted bun. And our new creamy field mushroom soup. Enjoy them in a combo today.
Curling. With every game played, your contact to the world expands. With over 1 million participants utilizing 1,100 clubs across the country, curling is an entertaining, social way to stay active. Play for fun, play to win, or just come out and enjoy the membership benefits. Clubs can be assisted by the Canadian Curling Association's Development Fund, which serves to promote, renovate, and offer advice on operations. Get involved. Join a club near you today. It has lifetime value.
Checking the standings, maybe the happiest team tonight, Saskatchewan. Stephanie Lawton, she didn't have to go into a tiebreaker with 4 losses. She is going to finish 3rd. Kathy King of Alberta gets into a tiebreaker with 5 losses. Comeau of New Brunswick tied with Newfoundland Labrador with 5 losses. 4 teams could be in a tie-breaking situation for the 4th and final playoff position, depending on the 3 stones that remain to be delivered in the game between Newfoundland Labrador and New Brunswick. New Brunswick has the shot stone sitting on the button. They call, or I should say Newfoundland has the shot stone sitting on the button. Heather Strong called a timeout.
And the call is for a guard. New Brunswick only has 1 rock remaining. And with the guard called, they're not going to have much of a chance to get shot stone.
Yeah, 6-6 the score. New Brunswick and Newfoundland.
And we were talking in the break, Mike and I, we felt that this guard does not need to be tight. It needs to be long in line, because you would expect that if it was close to the house, Sandy Comeau may run it back.
She would have to run it back almost. This is good line. It looks like there's a lot of weight on it, though. This is coming right into the rings almost. That's too tight. Sandy Comeau is very happy right now.
And that just made Sandy Comeau's shot 100 times easier.
Oh, that is just way too deep.
Sandy Comeau has called a timeout.
She's down to 2 minutes or so. 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
And really, the decision is only what kind of weight you'd like to throw on this double tap.
It appeared they'd called a timeout, but the clocks continue to run here for Sandy Comeau. I'm not sure if she's aware of that or not. Wait, the nice little tap back opportunity here now for Sandy Comeau. She needs to bump her own stone onto the stone on the button and move it back about 1.5 feet. And tell you what, Newfoundland will have a very difficult shot. This is a double bump. Yellow, red, yellow. Shooter will stay in front.
Looking to throw back line to hack. You are still moving 3 stones, so you want enough to move that back yellow stone through the 4-foot.
It's for a chance of the playoffs.
Team Ontario and Team Canada, both behind the sheets watching this game between New Brunswick and Newfoundland Labrador. Sandy Comeau trying to move the Newfoundland Labrador stone back onto her own, back onto the other rock, and she's on target.
What a great shot. And her shooter actually rolled a little bit buried, and it's a very difficult shot for Newfoundland Labrador. That's a big mistake there from Heather Strong. And look at her, she's indicated the in-turn draw to the button.
Because you can see how the shooter has over-curled past that guard. Heather Strong would have to get to the face of it to be able to make her own double tap. So I think it's a draw to the button. Because of the guard that's out front, out here, this rock is now no longer available. And Heather Strong will need to draw all the way to the side of the button for the win.
She'll have to get a good chunk of the button if she is to win this.
It's possible.
But boy, oh boy, how happy are you if you're Sandy Comeau? Thank you for bringing that guard into the rings.
She simply came too deep with the guard, providing a tap back opportunity. New Brunswick has the winning point sitting on the edge of the button. Heather Strong, a 1-9 record during round robin play, needing to draw a good chunk of the button.
Yes, line. Yes, line.
Brushing it, they say the line is good. What about the weight?
She's tight to her own. She's
going to rub her own. She is, and it's a steal for Sandy Comeau of New Brunswick, and that creates a 4-team tie-breaking situation. So it will be Ontario playing Alberta in one tiebreaker tomorrow morning. Team Canada against New Brunswick in the other. One game to be completed. Will Manitoba finish first, or will it be BC? They are going to play in the Page 1-2 playoff game, regardless of the result of the Manitoba game with the Territories. 2 stones remain to be played there, but 4 teams are involved in a tiebreaker. We'll be back with the final stones, Manitoba and the Territories, after this.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Cashmere from Cottonelle Bathroom Tissue. Now quilted to be irresistibly soft.
When we set out to replace Cottonelle with an even better Cottonelle, we asked women, what could be softer than cotton?
Flannel. Silk.
Cashmere. Oh my. Introducing new Cashmere from Cottonelle, now quilted to be irresistibly soft.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts on CBC. Brought to you by Karcher. You'll look for things to clean. By Tim Hortons. Toasted ham and Swiss and soup combo. And by the original Strauss Heart Drops. Trust the tradition.
Thanks for joining us tonight on Country Canada. Tomorrow afternoon on the regular CBC network, we'll be back. The feature game, Manitoba and Saskatchewan. For Joan McCusker and Mike Harris, I'm Don Whitman. Good night from St. John's.
We now join programming in progress.
She achieves her identity by being female, by exploiting her beauty, her charm, and her wit. Joyce Davidson is a television personality and commentator. For her, the double standard is not only a fact, but an advantage. Miss Davidson has been married and divorced, but she does not like the single life. She wants a man to lean on